Welcome to the second to last episode ever of Black Opinions Matter, motherfucker. My name's Amin Hassan. That's Black Trey. That's Jason. That's Big Jerv. Yes, you heard me right. The second to last episode ever. You want the last episode? You gotta come see us in LA next Saturday at Slick Studios. Tickets are available now. Just go to Eventbrite and search CTD Live. We're doing all the Counter Things live shows, but it will be the last episode of Bomm ever, so you don't want to miss it. There will be no recording of it. It's not like, oh, I just downloaded the next day. Nope. It's just for the people there in the building. If you are a Patreon member, patreon.com/counterthings, you get 25% off of tickets. So don't miss out on that discount. We got a hell of a show for you guys today. I didn't even see what was in the rundown. I don't care what's in the rundown. I'm just going to go directly to the game that just ended. And I wish I was back home because I had it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I believe the date was March 15th, but I might be wrong. March 15th or March 8th, 2025. Jason Madison said, I'm not worried about the Lakers. They're down 3-1. LeBron missed the three-pointer, had a bad turnover there, and a foul that sent Anthony Edwards to the free throw line. Jason, are you worried now?
You know what?
My bad, bro. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I'm just getting ready for what you about to say.
I'm enjoying these playoffs. The Kings, they're up 2-1 on the Oilers right now.
Oh, damn, man. We went to hockey.
Wow.
We went all the way over to hockey.
And, it's good to see an LA team having some success against a foe that we've had troubles with over the last few seasons. So that's really where my focus is right now. That's really what I've been locked in on.
God damn.
Yeah.
Abandon the sport. God damn it.
No. I mean, look, man, that took me back to the Kobe days. That was one of the most frustrating games to watch in the LeBron tenure as a Laker. I mean, yeah, he played the whole game. So
they didn't sub.
No,
Jackson Hayes played 4 minutes and then subbed out and never came back in the game.
He picked up 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes of the game, and it was like, yeah, no, we can't run you. The Lakers were up 10 to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But I knew they were going to blow that lead. There was nothing in what they were doing throughout the game that I thought that they were going to hold on to that lead.
Yeah.
The problem was what you mentioned. The Lakers are up to 113-111. I think it's 48 seconds or something left in the game. LeBron takes a three.
He's
what?
tired, bro.
Hey, he was feeling himself though. He had the block. He had the steal.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, you know what? I'm gonna hit the LeBron button. He hits the LeBron button, and you know what's crazy? To his credit, that's something he usually would make like 5 years ago.
I don't know. It's a low IQ play, and the thing
it was 100% low IQ,
and so was a lot of the shit that Luka was doing. And I was upset at Rui for not coming to the ball a couple of those times, but the way that Luka would just dribble across half court and then trap himself with the double team, it's like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
I ain't gonna lie, I like Jaden McDaniels. He won me over.
He's a dog, man.
He on some. Listen again.
Bring the dogs in. The dogs just entered the chat.
It's a scenario where I'm looking at it like, again, I really like Jalen Brunson. I like Luka Doncic, but they've been bitching so much, bro, that it's like it's hard for me to just watch that type of basketball right now. So when it's a real nigga out there bumping with them, you know what I mean? Like McDaniel's out there really bumping, but also asking for the pill back on offense. That man is shooting 60% of me.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
Nico looking right, bro.
Jerv, you just started that comment. It went downhill after the Rudy squabble. No, it didn't. We was up 2.
No.
I feel animosity towards me, brother. I just saw Lakers and I just posted. I don't want any.
It's a bunch of comments.
I don't want any problems, buddy. It's all love today, boy. It's the last one. Why?
I won't lie. When Dorian Finney-Smith hit the 3, I was like, "Oh, that's game." Like in my mind, I was like,
"Oh, you thought that was the one?"
I thought that was the one. I thought that
it put him up 1, right?
It put him up 2.
2. We was up 2.
It put him up 2, and I thought like that one was gonna break the Wolves because the Wolves was playing crazy. That's the thing. Like these niggas play crazy, bro.
To be fair though, that whole third quarter to respond how the Lakers shot, them niggas shot the lights out. Every they was stretching the defense thin, right? Every corner 3 they got, they was making, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, this is 2 to 3 possessions. They have the Lakers that are yet to break away and get it to like, damn, this shit is out of reach, right? Anthony Edwards is still trying that in and out, move, get to the lane. He either make it or he fall hard. The same thing, Dante trying to do the same thing. When Naz Reid checked in and hit that 3.
Oh man, that's the first one or the second, the one where Luka fucked up.
The second one.
Shout out to Naz Reid.
I said, oh, they got a game. They got a game. They fucked up. I see why them white motherfuckers in Minnesota getting them tattoos.
Damn, the Lakers had a 74.3 chance to win the game with 1 minute and 11 seconds to go. Damn, cuz.
Hey, the crazy thing about it, Juju, I just watched Bub do his press conference, and he complained about that 1-5, like where they call it the timeout where he slips. Yeah, that doesn't dictate the game. You gotta like Jason's frustration is true. They should have put them to bed plenty times. They allowed that Bron 3, then just kind of just bullshitting, allowing them to get back in their flow. You don't dictate the game on a slip, right? They called a timeout. That's the crazy thing about it. It wasn't a no foul. It wasn't nothing. The refs was like, all right.
That was the other frustrating thing at the end of the game. Why do you call a timeout on a challenge? Like, what the fuck was that?
No, it's crazy. The Lakers called timeout, and then the Wolves.
No, I know, but I'm saying you know that they're about to challenge this. What is the mindset? Why are you not locked in? Like, you know they're about to challenge that call.
Oh, can I answer that?
Called it too fast.
Yeah, can I answer that? You know why? Because y'all are ass, bro. I think it's just time we just get to that point, bro.
Nigga, you're sitting at home.
It's okay, bro. That is perfectly fine, but two things can be true. We can be at home and y'all can be ass.
Bro, you're sitting at home with injured.
You're on your way home. I don't understand. You literally typed your address in the GPS.
So my question, Jason.
We have more basketball to play. LeBron has famously came back from a 3-1 deficit before, and the Lakers are the better team. We just niggas not making good decisions at the end of the game.
I don't believe that.
Jason,
I don't believe that.
Y'all don't win this series.
Jason, hold on. Jason, they didn't make a sub in the second half. How can you be the better team? He didn't even make a single substitution. He could not trust anybody. He could not trust anybody on his bench. Like that, you could say, hey, they got the better 2 stars. Right. You could say, hey, they can still win. I'm with you on that. You can't say they're the better team, man. It's not a good team.
Yeah, all around as a team, for sure, I think Minnesota has a better roster, but I think because we have Luka and LeBron, we got the better players.
You leaning towards the names.
Absolutely.
It's not the names. It's not. I'm saying because they've performed. Luka and LeBron both had great games. LeBron had
but I'm saying again, basketball is 5 players on the court. So like at the end of the day, you only gonna them days of one nigga beating everybody, which is a myth. By the way,
the other thing also I'm gonna throw out there, y'all were talking about LeBron taking that 3 was a bad IQ. That's not a low IQ play. I'm tired. I'm 40 years old. Like, y'all want me dying?
He can't beat Manny off the dribble no more either. He can make shots though. When he cracking, when he making that 3, he hard to.
It sounds like y'all are just being nice and not trying to just say they're ass. They're ass. It just is what it is.
Jason,
don't snap.
Jason, all I want to know is if they don't win this series, right? Because there's still some games to be played. If they don't win this series, is this season considered a failure?
I mean, isn't every season that you're not a champion considered a failure?
No, because everybody has different goals.
When have the Lakers? Okay, I mean, tell me this. When has the Lakers had a successful season where they didn't win a championship? Give me an example.
I just want the Mavs energy for the Lakers.
I'm just asking. Right. Y'all basketball heads, tell me that.
This is my thing. When the deal got done, I said this is a great deal. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing this year because the team isn't properly built around. But it's like it doesn't matter. You won. I said that when the deal happened, and y'all like, no, they're gonna win this year. I'm like, dog, they don't have any size, and they don't have any.
We talked about this.
Like it's like everything I talked about is what's happening. They don't have enough. They don't have any size. They got one dude. They played him 4 minutes and said, never mind. Right? Yeah. They don't have enough depth, and they don't have. Well, the shooting actually has been not bad. They shot it well, but it's those two things. And when you get to the playoffs, man, it's hard. I mean, even like what the Warriors are doing, I'm kind of looking at them. I'm like, if they play the Wolves, I don't know, man. That's a lot of size. That's a lot of size to deal with.
No, and the truth of the matter is, like what you're saying about playing and getting deeper into the playoffs that's really where it would hurt. If we get past the Wolves in 7, which is now even a worse scenario because we're putting more wear and tear on our guys. Then to play another round, let's say we played against the Warriors. Let's say we even beat them in 6 or 7. Again,
wait, what?
I'm just saying. I'm saying a little hard. Let me pontificate for a minute here. Even in that scenario, we have played so much basketball with our all-star and 2 Luka. Bro, they're going to be dog tired the same way Luka was dog tired in the finals last year. So to put the stress of 6 and 7 game series to not have a great roster around them is actually not ideal. Amin, I agree with you. So yeah, and
you don't got to worry about a 7-game series, bro. I can promise you that. You might get 6. You ain't got to worry about too much wear and tear, baby.
I just think for the overreactions that happen in the NBA season, anytime a move is made, that happens so often. Because I said this at the beginning of the season that you had to go through the Boston Celtics because they won the chip. And I know the Luka trade was a big swing for headlines and all this other stuff. Because again, people were saying, but we got Jackson Hayes. Like, bro don't even see the floor out here. You feel me? So I looked at it in a situation of like, and I understood where you was, Jason. It was a great feeling. Niggas was sitting there, hey, we got Luka, it's over now. That's not how NBA work, bro. It does, because you got to get through some.
It is how it works.
We watched it with the Suns, bro. When Anthem cracked them last year.
It's how it works as a fan, bro, and it's your job as a fan to be excited about your team.
Bro, you don't try to tug at our heartstrings, bro. Don't try to tug. Nah, bro, hell nah. Glasses tried to tell you whenever the trade went down. What he said, the boy is 60 years old. You feel me? In the show today, they done played up 49 minutes, and he out there taking half.
I think that's gonna be the tough thing, Juju. If they would have got a win, it would have been worth it.
Right.
But to let him, like, they talking about don't throw LeBron no lobs. That block, I don't know how much energy he used for that.
Right.
That block was supposed to spark a win. That was supposed to be the win. That's swipe James. That was supposed
Anthony
to be
out of bounds swipe down.
That swipe down out of James.
You feel me? he used a little bit of energy bar on that shit. The swipe down on Ant-Man. He crazy. That was energy. Like he was like, "Fuck, our ball."
Hey, my brother. That's another low IQ thing. That's tired. That was a sign of tiredness, right?
Yeah.
He thought he probably been doing that the whole game. So the idea that if they didn't call timeout, if Ant didn't do this, they would have got away with it.
Right.
So when Bron, like, I love when he did the shock face, he knew he hit him.
Right.
He knew he hit him, bro. It's so crazy to me. I was like, wow, bro. Like,
they said LeBron has never missed a playoff game. That's a crazy stat.
No, I think it's durable, bro. Regular. I think he's probably he's probably
it's regular.
I mean, to him for sure. He's normalized durability. So,
bro, them niggas ain't even let Jackson Hayes use his 6 fouls, bro.
That's what I was mad about. Yeah,
come on,
get back in. Yeah, let's hack Nas Reed on the. You know what I'm saying? Do something, right. Nigga. Get Ant on the ground. Like, come on, up.
Yo, that shit is crazy, dude. when you really think about it.
Oh man, so we'll be back for Game 5. It's all good.
I think y'all gonna get Game 5. I don't think y'all go out like that on home court, but I do think y'all going home in 6.
We'll see.
That was the game to win. If you wanted that to go 7, I felt like that was the game. Like that, I'm telling you, them niggas gonna be sleepless on that flight back to LA because that was annoying. Bron, no, he couldn't have let that one go.
Yeah, for sure.
But same as the Pistons, bro.
Oh, they got worked. They got worked. But again, before we cry, you gotta have more points than everybody before you let the ref beat you. Yeah, I don't care about none of that because the last 2 minutes shit come out. Nobody care about that. The game over. You don't get let's play the last seconds because we messed up on a call. They got fucked over because this series over. This series over now. That was that game. Like them the game. So like again, Jason, if the Lakers would have stole one in Minnesota, they win this series. I'm for sure. Like they were going to win this series. That's all they needed was to steal one at home, and then they would have won the next 2. But this one down 3-1. Not saying that it ain't possible, but it's harder because you look down that bench. Austin Reeves, all that third star energy, that shit gone. His confidence shot.
Right, but the thing is, it's been done in this one.
Rui played good though. I owe him an apology. I tweeted, why is he on the floor the game before?
Oh, he was terrible.
And he was hooping. He shot 50% and he had a crazy third quarter.
He showed up
on the offensive end, but he's still a goddamn traffic cone on that defensive end. Ant-Man be hitting that nigga with that nigga be over there some damn well, bro. Salute to the rooster.
Right.
Called that man Japanese Kuzma. That's crazy.
You remember the third quarter, he hit a shot, walking off in slow motion and took off his mask. Man, if you don't sit your ass down the rooster. Come on, bro. This ain't no
it gotta be to a point like this, bro. If you ain't Luka or Bron, don't say nothing to nobody else.
Right.
Don't say nothing. Don't look at no bench because Ant now, like Julius Randle, he ain't here.
Right.
He ain't here, bro. Hey, he ain't here, bro.
I'm thankful for Julius Randle.
The fact that he was bumping though, he was not.
He was, but he made some. But he always makes a couple bonehead plays.
And Rudy wasn't acting like no hoe. He slapped Bron. He slapped Bron. I said, "Oh, okay,
come
okay."
On, he trying to get my nigga CTE. Come on, bro. He almost made it out the way, bro.
The crazy thing about it, like this, right? Bron, nobody ever gonna swing on him. No, regardless, nobody ever. That's the thing. If I always tell people, young players, if you got the money to pay the fine, just do it. Throw the ball at somebody because nobody gonna really hit you. You get to establish your rep. You know how that shit, Jason, when you get arrested and you smile in your mugshot?
Right.
Even if you even if you cry after that, if you smile in your mugshot, you look hard. Like that is man, he don't give a fuck. He crazy. That's the shit. So in hoop, bro, if you push somebody or throw the ball, you ain't gotta worry about it because ain't nobody gonna swing on you, bro. Nobody costing their career. Nobody costing their career.
Can we say this though? Not anybody. There's like 3 or 4 niggas you just don't want to. Okay. I'm not throwing the pill at my. What's homie from the Pistons?
Big Stu. I would do it. I would do it because for one, they're not about to let him hurt me like that. He's not about to cost his career over me.
Right.
Okay. Like that's the thing, Jerv.
Ant-Man pushed that nigga dead in his chest walking down the court, bro. That shit was funny as hell.
Oh, that's real.
Like, bro, all them joints. All you have to do is listen. Just know, as long as them cameras rolling,
right?
Now somebody out here really see me in the summer, and I gotta back it up. But I ain't heard no stories like that in a minute.
Right.
It only happened one time. It was Tristan and Draymond, bro. One time, and I was like, oh, this is actually about to go down. I can say it now because it don't need to be a Boston Nova. It's on TMZ. But during them finals, we had what's the shit called, Jason? Nice Guy.
Mm-hmm.
We had Nice Guy in Hollywood sitting at the table. I'm thinking it's about to be just trash talk. Yeah. Bro really attacked him. He attacked him like it was really like I said, oh, the basketball shit made it outside.
Right.
My advice.
This is during the finals.
This was in the summer. The shit was already over, but he didn't let it go.
This is 16. This was after 16.
Yeah, he didn't let it go, and it's very rare that shit transition where I see a nigga, I be like, Juju, that's the nigga right there, bro. We gotta watch him. It's very rare that somebody gonna pick up from off the court because normally they be like, man, he corny. Don't talk to me about him. Remember to do like the report and actually, I'm cool. Who? They do that before they actually go attack somebody. So if somebody run down on you, you better have hands.
Who ran down on who though? Or is that Bossa Nova still?
I'm just Google it. Just Google it. It's there.
We could just go viral. Like, let's just go viral, Trey. Fuck it.
We don't need to go viral.
What you mean? Why not?
No, we about to go viral off of this though. Speaking of running down, bro, we had not heated. It was great. It was a great lot because JuJu came in with some good points. This is what everybody's been talking about in the last.
We're not going viral over this.
18 hours, 100 men versus one gorilla.
You feel
now?
Me?
I want to start this off first of all. I think the gorilla would kill every single one of them niggas. I just don't. I have no faith in it. But JuJu, you said you do have faith that
exactly.
A certain amount.
Faith. I think 30, 40 niggas live to tell the tale. We not just popping up on niggas and drafting them saying, hey, you have to fight a gorilla. No, we got a sign up sheet, nigga. So every nigga who sign up on their damn sheet know what the fuck they getting into. And I'd be damned if a goddamn plan don't come together and I'm telling you, 20 niggas, we gouging eyes only. You're not here to punch, you're not here to scrap, you here to gouge eyes. Once we blind this nigga ass, and remember, we ain't talking Kong. We ain't talking about a nigga fucking scaled in the building. This fuck gonna get tired as fucking about 5-10 minutes after he done snap by 17 niggas in half. Yeah, what? Still on their head.
So hold on. Nigga, you telling me after seeing 17 niggas get snapped in half, number 18 is gonna be like, all right, bet. It's my turn.
Hey, that's the problem
JuJu,
right there. That's your problem right there.
No, I'm gonna ask Jason first.
That's how. Look, I ain't gonna say what I'm gonna say, but that's how certain shit be happening to us black brothers and shit. We gotta look at this shit in the face like, yeah, the full right. Yeah, right. You feel me? We can defeat the odds. We can break these motherfucking chains.
How do they approach it? Is it a wall of 100 people? And
this is my theory, but I'm kind of on both of their sides because I have a good theory that kind of aligns with what JuJu is saying, but I'm with Jerv in the fact that once the shit starts to hit the fan, then it's gonna get like if we're taking it in a realistic way. Look, this is my theory, real quick.
Jason, how many people you gotta see get killed before you say I'm cool?
One.
Nah. I'm letting the one go. Y'all not gonna be there.
I'm gonna let the Jason. Hold up, Jason. Let me ask you this way. Respectfully, let me ask you this way. Okay, let's say the one nigga that gets killed gets ripped in half, like just straight ripped in half. Y'all telling me that number 2 is not like, man, fuck this shit, I'm out.
No, this is what I'm saying.
That's what's wrong with niggas. We not inviting you. Of course, I'm
the logical one. Yes, y'all niggas got something wrong with y'all.
Everybody who in this room, we signed up to be here. Yeah, I expect to see about 15 niggas snapped in my face.
Hey,
yeah, okay, cool. Say
but JuJu, somebody gonna turn yellow and run, bro.
But this
not
is
on
what
that
I'm saying.
list. Not if you signed up to be here. None of them ain't invited.
This is my theory. That you take, you said 20, JuJu. This is what I think. I think you should have 40 niggas rush from the front, 40 niggas rush from the back. Once niggas is piled on top of him, okay, he gonna throw niggas off and start killing niggas for sure.
Right.
But that's when you can't be scared. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What's the initial
that's when you can't be scared?
I mean, that's really
nigga. Y'all niggas is going to shit
like it's shooting a free throw.
Hey Trey, niggas is going to shit they pants when the fucking gorilla stand on his hind legs and give y'all niggas the what's up ground. Like what?
This is what I'm saying. You can't even fathom a real nigga like me. Is what I'm saying. Like you see, like I'm gonna shit my pants. No, I am not. I don't give a fuck about this nigga. So you can beat your chest all you want to. We are finna drag you, sir. Salute to the gorillas. We ain't Peter. I see you, Peter. We ain't doing all that. But at the same time, if the mission is to one nigga leave out here alive or us, man, come on, bro. Everybody who signed up for this list, we know we done came in here. We done said a prayer. Hey, bro, we finna die today. Y'all ready to die? Yes. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Hey, all right. So here we go. Hypothetical.
You better bury a rosary.
Like Juju said, we all signed up. We all got to go. Right? It's like we all signed up into the army. Jerv, just hypothetical wise.
I'm not signing up.
Jerv, what number of the 100 are you?
Me?
I'm 175. I'm not
100.
I'm not okay. I'm 100, and then after 99 die, I'm out, yo. It's cool. Somebody's got to be the one to tell this brave story of these 99 individuals that stared death in his face and fought a gorilla.
All right, Juju, what number are you in you say you disgusted?
Yeah, Jerv disgusts me because he represents how population, how the world is right now. We all just follow the leader. We all don't think we good enough. We all think we can. Oh man, I could never do what he did. Nah, hell nah. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna hop in about 93. I'm
okay, I like 93.
You five people. You like 5 people in front of me, my nigga. Hey. Yo, we're literally doing a podcast together while everyone else is in front of us.
Yeah, strategy. Because I'm strategic though. I need to be the 93 because I'm coming in with the full force. Like
Juju, what's your go-to move?
My go-to move on the gorilla?
On the gorilla, my G.
Once I take his second eye out of his head, bro ain't gonna know where the fuck he at. I'm gonna be jabbing.
All right, Jason, what number are you?
I'm coaching niggas and telling niggas to.
We need one. See, we need one of them.
But Jason, what number are you? You gotta
be a number, dog.
We in the pit, dog. We in the pit with the gorilla.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing behind the concept, even the numbers, bro. You got to be in a group. So I'm part of a clique. You know what I'm saying? I'm not numbered nothing.
Okay. What number group are you with? Are you with 95 to 100?
I'm in a group with y'all. Y'all my niggas. We in the group together.
We in the 90s.
Nah, don't fuck with me. Y'all, Juju said I'm not y'all kind of guy. Don't fuck with me. Let me be back here by myself.
You're gonna be scared. Guess what I'm gonna be prepared to do? Bite that nigga nose off. Fuck you saying? Come here, nigga.
Yo, what you gonna do? You try to bite his nose off, and that thing's like hard as steel, my G. And now your teeth broke.
What number of the 90s you in, Jason?
I'm like what 95, 96.
Okay, because I think I'm 96, right? So we all in, so 80 niggas that got cooked in front of us.
They ain't got cooked though. Look, it's 80 niggas. It's about 40 to 50 niggas holding this nigga down. And now here I come. All these niggas sees like when Batman, you see the little memes when Batman just busts in. I just want some cola. Ha, ha, that's all he gonna see.
I counted every one of them punches, my nigga. The gorilla's dipping all that shit.
That's why you're never gonna be great, Jerv. I'm saying you gotta lose that mentality. You're never gonna be great with that mentality, bro.
So
I'm gonna be alive though.
Here's some of our. I'm gonna be great.
Here goes some of God's strongest gorilla strozers. Yeah. Michael J. White.
Come on. Black Dynamite.
Brock Lesnar.
Come on, bro. Yes, sir.
Tank Davis.
Come on, bro. Oh, no.
Yo, look. Toss them right to the side. Next. That's it. Keep
running. Adams.
No, we
not
Adams.
Steven,
we need Steven. Yeah.
Okay.
John Jones.
Yeah, hold on, time out. Okay, hold on.
A break ankle.
Everyone's consensus was Steven Adams, right? It's like, oh yeah, we got Steven Adams. What y'all gonna do when the gorilla breaks Steven Adams in half?
He gonna break his ass in half because Steven Adams gonna be in a group of 20, is what I'm saying. Exactly. And he naming the 20 niggas that's rushing him at once. And
okay.
You thinking about this all wrong. All this is not super gorilla from Krypton either. This is a regular ass gorilla that's gonna get tired in 10 minutes, maybe 5.
All right, listen, we got beef stew.
Niggas gonna be tired in 30 seconds.
No, we not. We're gonna be droves on this dumb ass.
We got Isaiah Stewart. We good with him?
Yeah, bring on me,
bro.
Y'all just told me Isaiah Stewart ain't about to do shit. Ain't about to do shit in the NBA. Look, now he fucking gorillas.
That's the only thing about NBA players. They niggas don't fight, bro.
No, keep your list coming, my G. Yeah, I love this list.
Skip Bayless on LeBron, bro. You just hang, bro. Just stop hang.
2009 Randy Orton.
Yeah, bring him.
Okay,
exactly.
Tribal Chief Roman Reigns.
Got to know. He involved.
So we getting the niggas that act We getting the active niggas.
Yeah, the niggas that fake fight. Yeah.
We want them real because they got real hands. Okay, go ahead. Next. Yeah, I'm with this list.
We on like number 6 right now. You see what I'm saying?
The Rock.
The Rock for sure.
Prime Rock.
Okay. The people's elbow ain't working on no fucking gorilla.
Bro, if he try to people elbow his ass, we gonna tell you, hey, get your ass in the back.
The rock bottom might throw that nigga body.
Gorilla like 900 pounds, my nigga.
Nigga, you scared? You say you scared, nigga. Just say that, bro.
I'm scared, bro. Let me out, though.
Mute up.
Let me out.
Hey, imagine that nigga throwing the gorilla's arm over his shoulder though, and the gorilla just looking around confused, like, what the fuck is this nigga doing?
Oh, yeah, y'all niggas. Go ahead, Trey. Go with your lip. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So so JuJu asked ChatGPT. He said, how well do we trust ChatGPT? And there was a likely word used that we could actually win, right? So I put in a different prompt for Grok, and I said, how many trained men, because JuJu said we sending straight hitters, not just untrained men with no weapons, could defeat a silverback gorilla. And it said
a silverback gorilla.
Hold on. Understand?
So Grok said
number 1 to die.
Grok said 100 trained men with no weapons would have a better chance than untrained men, but defeating a silverback gorilla remains highly unlikely. A silverback's strength, speed, and ferocity capable of lifting 1,800 pounds.
And niggas is bringing tank.
I'm capable of doing that shit. You know what I'm capable of versus what I actually do? He ain't gonna lift. Come on, bro.
Delivering devastating bites of 1,300 psi and charging with lethal force outmatch even well-trained humans without tools. Training, except an example, martial arts or military tactics improves coordination and strategy, but unarmed humans lack the physical capacity to cause serious harm on a gorilla's thick skin and robust frame.
Because this is the thing, Trey. Somebody, all right, it's gonna have to be a group of 10 niggas that's wearing Timbs, because you can't use like some regular runners. You feel me? Like
that's why we need Jason.
Okay, Jason. We gotta wear Timbs.
Strategy.
So you got Timbs.
Steel toe motherfuckers.
Yeah,
steel toe.
Exactly, because your regular shoe ain't gonna get through. The only way you could really kill a gorilla is by crushing his skull. You know
so we gotta stump him out.
You got to. Exactly. That's the only way.
But how we get him to the ground?
That's why I said you gotta have like a bunch of niggas.
That's not even a good gotcha. How we get to the ground?
All right, how many people die before we actually get him to the ground?
It's a lot, bro. A lot of niggas is gonna go. Nigga, a lot of niggas not gonna make it.
We might lose 60. It's
you
okay.
Know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be.
This nigga said a lot, bro.
A lot of niggas ain't making it back. I'm gonna have to get niggas' names tatted. You feel me? The whole nine.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna pour liquor.
You feel me? Like it's gonna be a holiday, you know. But like,
the first nigga that kick with that Tim, bro, he gonna snatch his leg.
Matter of fact,
all the niggas ain't making it either. We only need one.
Jay,
it's like
swap back to 98, bro. Huh? Swap back to 98, my nigga. Swap back to 98, right? Trey, I'm sorry, 99, because I'm 100. Me and you. We can shoot a crazy doc on this joint, dog, like real life footage. Like
I'm involved. I'm not no cameras.
You're not one of us. You're not like us.
I'm involved.
Hey Jay, look, dog, they gonna be dead, bro. Don't worry how they feel. They're gonna be dead, bro. Let's get this money, bro. Like they gonna be dead, dog.
I can't give up on my brothers.
Y'all not making it out either.
Jay, we making it out, bro. All we need is one. I'm not expecting to make it out, but guess what? If I do,
right.
Man, I'm gonna be on Jimmy Kimmel next day. Bro, come on, bro. We going up. Me and Jason, bro. We need the brain power of Jason. I like how he thinking, bro. I ain't even thinking about the Tims. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, we need you, bro. We got to discuss this shit later on.
On me. Because you got to be ready for whatever gonna happen. We don't know what, nigga might be in the woods one day. Bro. Society might break down. You feel me?
He gonna break a nigga like a Twix number 64 gonna get fucking.
Look, and I'm gonna break his finger. Break a nigga throwing, what he gonna do? Besides cry. Don't nigga be pussy too now. Don't act like no nigga just
bro. They all I'm saying is nigga step on his foot with them Tims and he go bro, he about to kill 30 people.
Get what he ain't prepared for. Get what he ain't prepared for. We gonna have one soldier. I mean, I ain't gonna say this shit on the camera. but we got one soldier there that's there for 10 soldiers there for one reason only. Attack this manhood.
Crash out.
Exactly. We're gonna once we snatch that manhood off, over with. Next question. That boy gonna be the next crime. We're gonna stomp your whole head out.
Now niggas is grabbing manhoods. That's
bro.
It's a fight to life or death.
It's life or death.
You don't have to do it. You don't have to be in this life or death situation. You can just be reasonable and say niggas is gonna die. Why am I doing this?
I hate the fact that Jerv is not even thinking about fighting dirty when it comes to life or death. Jerv is like, I would never go.
Bro, I'm not going to
this nigga, man.
I would never go to those lengths.
like we finna get that bitch and touch gloves first. Nigga, this nigga, man.
And this is why they invented gunpowder.
Man, well, just tools in general.
Hey, I just know them niggas was going to town on niggas that had those just had sticks and shit.
Bro,
was cooking them niggas.
Bro,
yo, you just dying, bro. It's just no shot. I got no chance.
Bro, I'm telling you, that's the part y'all forgot about. Once this nigga manhood gets snatched off, he ain't gonna be the same nigga, man. That's how they fight anyway. Look up how the orangutans them fight. You feel me?
Okay, so if that's how they fight, you don't think my nigga's already protecting that shit?
He ain't ready for nigga number 76 with on his ass. You feel me?
Number 76, you're up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. If you got Kimbo,
yo, niggas gonna call him like the DMV. Number 91.
Number 76 gonna be shitting on himself when he see all these niggas that's dead.
Bro. Think about the team with Kimbo, Slice, Kamaru, Usman. You know what I'm saying?
I would love.
Is Mike Tyson there?
I would love for
yes, Mike Tyson bite it, bro.
I would love for Jason and JuJu to go before me just to see like the pep talk that JuJu gave us before we attacked, and then by the time it's a pile of bones and limbs and shit.
Okay, so here's a question: can we use the bones from the dead nigga?
Oh, it's a wrap if we can.
If I could use the bones,
Jason, you
pie. You saying
it might be over for
Jason.
So look,
you feel me?
So you want me to think you want me to think you 9 to 5 ass niggas it's gonna take bones out of your dead homies' bodies in real time to kill a gorilla,
bro. We're trying to survive, bro.
Right.
Bro, you ain't got that killer mentality in your body, bro. That's all it is, bro.
Nigga, I'm a civilian, dog. I'm chilling. I'm gonna watch this thing on YouTube.
No, you're not. We're not gonna allow you access to this shit, bro.
This cool. I'm gonna fly a drone. I'm gonna have a drone over
there. Patreon. You're gonna have to pay for the Patreon, nigga.
Oh, it's cool. Hey, whatever y'all charge,
I'll pay. Chat, what y'all think? Put in the chat what y'all think, chat. You feel me? Because y'all opinions matter too, motherfuckers. Site. Tell us what y'all think in the chat, bro. Because
do you think Jason and JuJu playing would work on a gorilla?
Be nice, chat too.
Right.
No, fuck that shit. Tell these niggas they tripping.
Look, Jerry gonna be calling them, dropping dimes on that. Hey, bro, they gonna be in the gorilla ear. Watch out for the hook.
Hey, dog. Hey, listen,
on the Bluetooth to the gorilla.
Right.
Somebody said, nah.
It's okay.
Yes, JuJu plan will work. I believe in Jason and JuJu.
Thank you.
Laugh out loud. No, I think Jerv gonna have the Patreon jumping with exclusive drone footage.
I'm trying to make some money.
Yo,
don't worry, I'll donate. I'm gonna donate it to your family.
Seeing that money, bro. They break it.
Why not?
You might motherfucking shove that camera through your motherfucking shit.
my nigga. That's why I got the drone now. The drone, I'm good.
Blair Witch, nigga. You ain't gonna get it out.
Hey,
I could be 10 miles away.
This is your real problem, Jerv. If the homies do make it out and kill a gorilla and you still over there and you didn't help, nigga, you getting jumped, nigga, immediately.
I'll keep it real. If y'all niggas were to make it out, I don't want to be around you niggas. You niggas have just killed a gorilla. You aren't the type of people that I thought you were. I'm good, bro. Either way, I'm not seeing y'all niggas ever again. Once y'all cross that red line that signifies this is territory, hey, love y'all.
Hey, because we gonna keep gonna be the new emperors of the world, my nigga. Like, Nobody's ever gonna like.
Nah,
niggas want to talk about being hard. Nah, like this a different level. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, dog,
y'all put all the respect on niggas' names.
Man, Trump go. Let me chill because I don't want to get us. Oh, whatever.
Right.
Yo, they gonna have y'all niggas be the gorilla, dog. Y'all gonna get killed. They taking y'all out 5 seconds later. What? They not letting no niggas live that can kill a gorilla. Y'all, why? So like y'all gonna die regardless. So y'all doing this just to die. Y'all gotta go therapy first, yo. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all niggas tripping.
Hey, speaking of Trump, man, I don't know if y'all want to keep going, but when he tweeted to my nigga shedeur during the draft, that shit was crazy.
So good segue. Shedeur Sanders. We talked about this a lot because shouts to the Browns. We talked about this a lot watching the trade, like even before the shit went down, right? And it was a mix of emotions, especially I love Jason's takes during the whole draft because we were kind of like tweeting. I mean, we're kind of texting about it, right? And there was a point where Jason, you called Travis Hunter big, bro.
No, I didn't say he was mid. I said he was overrated. That's it.
You said Travis Hunter's overrated?
Yes, he said he was overrated, bro.
As an NFL player, bro, like what he did in college was dope, but you can't do that in the NFL. So for his value to be all the way as a number 2 pick, bro, like that shit is just crazy. Like he's not a number 1 wide receiver. He's not Julio Jones, bro. He's not Megatron. He's not Cooper Kupp. Like he's
sound like Jerv, bro.
He's good, but he's not your best receiver, bro, on anybody's team. Like everybody knows this. He's a cool.
Does everyone know this, or is this just what Jason's saying?
All right, bro.
Stupid background change. By the way, Jerv. I like that background change.
Hey,
my bad.
Am I tripping? Because I feel like this has been the do y'all think he's better than Rome Odunze? Even like, bro is cool, but is he a number 1 receiver on an NFL team? Do y'all?
Hey, I'm glad this nigga joined right when we start talking about this shit.
Man, no,
my bad.
Oh, this is perfect time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Tinsley.
We got company. Hold
on, let me switch this out. Let me switch this out. Y'all continue.
No. What I tell you, Trey, man, the moment
I know you said if Jerv started doing that Eagle shit, he was leaving.
I just logged on and all I see is the Eagles background, man. This is it's basketball season, man. Grow up. Nobody care about that.
Right.
Grow up, man.
So we just started the conversation about shedeur Sanders.
Yeah.
Jason thinks that Travis Hunter is overrated, and that
I think his ability in the NFL is overrated. I don't think he's.
We don't know. We don't know yet.
We don't.
Put limitations on my young brother.
No, according to Jason, everybody knows. Just remember that. Jason said everybody knows.
My question was, I said everybody knows that he's not a number 1 receiver on an NFL team, and I asked y'all that question. Do y'all think that he is a number 1 receiver on an NFL team?
On the Jaguars, sure.
Nah, I don't even think they got Robinson.
Yeah,
I don't think
Robinson. He don't have to be a number 1 receiver.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
you also are drafted off of need. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you're gonna be drafted, if they want to use the nigga as slot, if they want to use him at number 2, if they want to use the nigga on kick returns, they got the free reign to do whatever they want to do. He got drafted number 2. But my thing is, back to shedeur Sanders is, do you feel, because again, we felt like he was getting done dirty. Did he get dirty? Did he get done dirty? Or is it a bad approach towards the actual process? Now, we all love Deion Sanders here. I know me and somebody else look like a hater, probably just me, about Colorado. You know what I'm saying? I have my thoughts. It is what it is. Deion Sanders is my favorite football player, but I just had my reserved thoughts on Colorado. But overall, his son is very good, and Travis Hunter is very good. But in this approach, Justin, because I saw your tweet and Bomani Oxlow chimed in on that shit too.
Yep.
I felt when you don't play, and Jason made a good point too. Somebody else made another point about him not playing in bowl games. Mostly when you consider top 5 pick, you're going to sit out bowl games because you don't want to get hurt. Obviously, that's cool. Whatever. But when you go into interviews unprepared, because this is where they got people don't look at it like this, but being an NFL quarterback, you're basically the face of a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah.
That's why they be taking gambles on motherfucking backup white quarterbacks that you be like, he a starter, bro. Where he come from? He ain't started in a long time, but he's safe. He's safe passing for the brand. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're not saying that Shedeur Sanders isn't a good football player, but when you come into the approach of like, all right, bro, I'm just here. If y'all not about to draft me, or if y'all ain't looking to do this thing, don't pick me. Like, it was almost antagonizing most of the owners.
But this is the thing, Trey.
Hold on, Jason. Let's let our guest answer first.
Okay,
go ahead. Pull it up on.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna answer this, and then I'm gonna say what I want to say about the pod, because I got to jump off because I'm doing a radio again tonight. But I want to answer this because this was one of those situations. I'm watching the draft and I'm thinking about it in real time. And I know better than to try to tweet my thoughts in real time. Sometimes you just got to tweet a thought, save it for a draft, come back 30 minutes later. And if I really feel like that, then tweet it. But you know what? Players fuck up too. You know what I mean? I was just I was being a keyboard warrior. You know what I mean?
It's all good, man.
You know, look, it happens. And I look at it like this, man. I think a lot of things are true at once. I think it's really a complex situation. It's the NFL, and you don't want to really give the NFL the benefit of the doubt on like moral type issues. But as you just said, though, Trey, like anytime you interviewing for a job, and you know people who I've spoken to, that went to the combine, that are familiar with these proceedings, sometimes teams don't act in good faith, but Shedeur isn't the first person to really tank an interview, but I think in this case, it really hindered his stock in a sense, because if you piss off 1 or 2 people within the league, that shit like gets around the league very quickly. It's for as big of a conglomerate as the league is, it's still really a good old boys club. You know what I mean?
Nobody bigger than the Shield.
Exactly. Nobody is bigger.
Nobody, not a soul.
Nobody is bigger than the Shield. So I think this is one of those things where if the draft was in January or even like the week before the Super Bowl, Shedeur probably would have been a top 2-3 pick. But then by the time once we got to the combine, that's when everything changed. If you look at the state of the conversation from the combine up until our very conversation right now, it was, oh yeah, Shedeur's top 2 or 3. He could either go to Cleveland or to the Giants. And a couple of days later, it was, oh, maybe it's the Saints at 9. And then a couple of weeks later, it was, oh, maybe it was Pittsburgh at 21. And then it was like, hey man, this dude might not even get drafted in the first round. And so that wasn't just him not working out at the combine. That wasn't just him, not playing in a bowl game. That was just like whatever happened in those rooms, it was enough to really tick some people off to be like, all right, well, if like you said, Trey, if you're going to treat a job interview like this and you're going for one of the most exclusive jobs in the world, which is a starting quarterback in the NFL, there's only 32 of them motherfuckers in the world, right?
Mind you, they probably just drafted a motherfucker.
Yeah,
who was in your situation like 12 months ago. Like,
here's the thing, like it's coveted as like quarterback is, right? And we see it every year in the draft.
And they didn't ask the nigga to play wide receiver. They didn't ask him to play tight end. This nigga drafted as a quarterback. Like,
it's only so many teams that's gonna need a quarterback. You know what I mean? It's only so many teams that's gonna need a starting quarterback. So it's just like, again, the people who I know that went to the combine, I spoke to them. It was like when he was talking to the media, when he was talking to like people out and about, he was personable, he was charming. But whatever happened in those rooms, it was enough to really change the conversation on a dime. And so that's why, if you weren't familiar with those conversations, that's why when you looked at the draft, it was like, oh man, they really, quote unquote, colluding against this guy. I'm like, maybe they are, but maybe Shedeur played a role in this too. Maybe the Sanders brand and aura played a role in this. Not saying, again, I'm not. What happened with the prank phone call, I think that was some lame shit, and I don't condone that at all, regardless of what it is. And that apology just reeked of, I'm sorry I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Right. So
it's always the damn Falcons too, bro.
Always the damn Falcons, bro.
But Justin, let me ask
go ahead,
you,
bro.
Because,
my fault.
No, you're good. I'm on the complete other side of this equation. And
okay.
One, okay, these these reports about his behavior in these interviews are not. Nobody has stepped up and said this is what he did. He whatever, you know, he hasn't either. He hasn't said, you know, I had my headphones on or whatever the hell, right? All these people are saying. So that's a little weirdness to me. I think he might have been a little at fault, you know, in regards to having too much of an ego, just, you know, how he carries himself in certain scenarios. Okay, I can see that, right? But then this is where I land back on my side of the argument, which is, okay, let's say he drops 21, 23. Oh, he doesn't get drafted in the first round. Then we get to the second and the third. And it's like, okay, now whatever was done in the interview, and everybody uses this, I think, which is a fallacy of that everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win. No, the fuck they don't, because they don't always act in their best interest of winning. We've seen this happen multiple times. I mentioned Jerv with the Saquon thing. Like, a lot of times they make moves. The Giants made a dumb decision that was not in the obvious interest of them winning.
I liked it.
You know what, dog? Let Jason talk, man.
Oh, my fault. I thought it was on mute. That's my bad. I thought it was on mute, fellas. I'm gonna go back to mute.
Opinion don't matter right now.
Right.
I got you. My bad. My bad.
All I'm saying is I never thought that he would be the 144th pick.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't think anybody else who watches football thought that either. And this is the thing. You're saying like, okay, not every team needs a quarterback. I think a significant amount of them do. Even the ones that didn't think, oh, let's try to see if he's a good backup, or, you know, he can start behind our aging quarterback. Even the Rams, like, you got Matthew Stafford. That nigga's 37 years old, bro. Y'all are going to need a quarterback. So so this whole concept that all of these teams move in the interest of winning.
I mean, we want Arch Manning next year, brother.
But it just wasn't. But I'm saying that's a fallacy to me.
Be honest. We play a high IQ right now, brother.
No, you're not. But they move in the concept of, like you said, it's a good old boys club, and I don't want to.
No, you're not.
I don't want to blanket it by saying it's racism, and that's the other thing everybody tries to say, like, oh, it's racism. No, it's what Trey said. It's the shield above everything. Yeah, they're not racist. They like the niggas that they like. You know what I'm saying? And they just don't like people who buck the system or who don't operate within what they think are the bounds of their system. And I feel like he's an example of that. And they felt like, we got to punish you to let you know that ain't going to.
I also been pretty cool to us since like 2017.
Also made a take that he suffered from the popularity tactic, right? Mm-hmm. The same way an NBA player usually isn't signed, who you could say he could use him. Why don't they sign him? Right?
Yeah.
Because if any team signed Isaiah Thomas right now, I love IT, but IT comes with attention, right? Say you're trying to develop a rookie guard. We know what Isaiah Thomas can do. We know he can still score. But at the end of the day, he's going to be in that locker room and the media going to be giving him all that shine. So even right now with Shedeur going to the Browns, what is he, QB4, QB5? Five, right? You know where all them cameras going? To him. Not even to the starter. So that's even a bigger situation where it was almost a conversation. And I showed you the convo, Jason, of who I was talking to about it. And they basically were saying he's in the weird situation of he's not mid, but like he's in a scenario of like, dog, him as a backup is even more of a hassle because you're going to have Dion speaking out to the public saying my son should be starting. You're going to have fans. Hold on.
That's a weird assumption.
That's college. I would
hold on. You're going to have fans saying that he should be starting, right? Because even in this situation, nigga, it's niggas on the team right now already saying, "Hey, you are dog." You feel me?
Yeah, I saw that.
This nigga saying that about Bronny, but he sit at the end of the bench every game.
No. But this nigga nice, bro.
This is a
nigga that can come in and play right now for real. The Browns low key weak enough for him to be come in and play for real.
But this is the thing.
You got massage boy. You got massage boy. He might not play.
Hey man, get Tuggy out of there, dog.
Hold on.
Joe Flacco,
think he's
one
going.
ankle injury.
I don't think Deshaun Watson gonna play this season.
I don't think so.
I don't think you're going to see Deshaun Watson in the Browns facility too often. To be real with you, yo.
For sure.
Like, I think it's going to be one of them situations.
No, I think we're a few games away from Shedeur playing in the NFL game.
I think going into week 1, he'll at least be the backup. Yeah, I think Flacco will start week 1 unless he just like blows them away in training camp in the preseason. I think Flacco will start, but yeah, like you said, I don't think Deshaun Watson going to be there. Kenny Pickett is Kenny Pickett.
Right.
I think Shedeur can beat out Dylan Gabriel, and if that's the case, he QB2 going into week 1. And we all know Flacco like 39, so
that's the big shadow. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's the popularity.
We ain't talking about a young great quarterback with a shadow. And then we talking about Joe Flacco. Watch that. He won.
I get that.
One tackle away for the end of his career. Anyway, we talking about Dylan Gabriel, a high ass. We talking about who else? Like none of you folks ain't
Kenny Pickett
to the pedigree that we need to be protective of them for real. You feel me?
Hey man,
I got another.
Kenny Pickett got time in the Super Bowl, bro.
Look,
he played in the Super Bowl. Super Bowl champion. I just want to put some respect on Kenny Pickett's name, dog. Like he's Super Bowl champion.
Professional for once.
He's Super Bowl. I'm just making sure we get our facts correct. Like this is Super Bowl champion. He played in the Super Bowl.
He played in the Super Bowl.
He played like a half.
So again, back to this conversation. Rico 23 said tired of Flacco and all these chances he get. It's back to original conversation. What I said is the NFL is a Fortune 500, and they put safe white men in front, even if it's going to stink.
What y'all think about the theory? This is the off the wall theory though, but how Shedeur sliding to day 3, it kept eyes on the draft, more eyes on the draft than been on the draft since the draft been drafting. You
people don't watch day 3 draft, bro.
Niggas was locked in.
Oh yeah, I don't. You know what's crazy?
You're watching the playoffs at that point, bro.
Yeah, what I was. And again, I don't count as a football nigga like that, but I turn the notification anytime the draft come on. I turn notifications on the team, so I was getting mad. The Rams kept trading back, but it made there we go.
Gangster, we got gangster here. Come on now,
Ooh, my girl.
You know,
hey y'all,
what's up? What up, Naima?
What's up?
Hey Justin, what you doing here?
Hey, look, you know I had to come support the family. Outside of Jerv, man, Jerv got that trash ass wallpaper up that I don't want to see, but
it's all love, yo.
Hey y'all, listen, you hop on real quick, and I was like, I mean, because it's y'all. I'm
not. Shout out to Jerv being a producer today.
I'm minding my.
It's the last one. I figured I'd go out like that as a producer, yo.
And then I was like, what we talking about? And he named a whole bunch of shit, but I was like, well, what you want me to talk about? Because I knew it wasn't none of that. And he was like, come say a few words about the show. To say goodbye. Ain't nobody told me nothing. I ain't even know.
Yeah, man. Look, I mean, you know, I forgot. You know what? To be fair, Naima's paying rent in another app. She don't live there no more. She don't move to the other state. She on Blue Sky. So you wanna get familiar. You miss her sermons. You go to Blue Sky. Go holler at her.
I might have to come join you because they banned me off of Twitter.
Oh yeah, he banned up out of here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he can't even use it.
I miss the people, but that environment over there is crazy. I can't do it.
It's toxic as hell over there. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know.
So Justin, I was just talking about the beef, man. I was talking about the beef, and
he went too hard on the Kendrick Drake thing, and they got him.
The Drake stands. Well, I know you know about.
He got bodied.
Yeah, Drake stands. They coalesced, and then they reported me. I didn't even say nothing crazy.
That concerns me, Jason, because there's so many people on Kendrick's side. I don't understand how the Drake stands were able to form weapons against you and prosper.
That's how you know. That's how you know whatever he said was off the damn wall.
Even crazy.
To be fair, he was in too deep. Don't get him started.
Okay,
he was in the.
I know that Jason can go down rabbit hole.
I want to know the real story of that, but I want you to be able to tell it like off camera because I need the actual.
Yeah, I need to know what you had said.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
And also, just to catch y'all up too,
Nokia.
Yeah.
Just to catch Justin and I am up, we would be able to beat the gorilla with 100 niggas.
Jerv is not one of those niggas. But yeah, we can keep going.
Yeah. So say Justin now, Jerv put the Hampton Pirate up. Now y'all.
Okay, all right, I can rock with that. I told him to act like he got some sense.
So Justin, I know we don't have you long. What is your favorite Bomm moment?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh man, damn. It's so many, but I remember that one. It was me and you. I think it was me and you versus Jerv and Amin. It was the Biggie Tupac. It was basically verses before verses.
Yes,
it was verses before verses, and like ironically, I end up writing a book on Big, right? So obviously, I love both, but I ain't like the way that Jerv and Amin was talking about Tupac. Like it was like starting to like. You know how you like joke with your friends, like, yeah, this is cool. And it was like, all right, man, stop joking. But they kept joking, and it was like, all right, man, Trey, we need to come together. Though I can't let my boy Pac go out like this. But that was a really fun time, and honestly, probably like because I think, yo, Jerv, did we meet through Kalila or did we meet through this universe?
We met here, but we had introduced through Kalila.
Okay, all right. Yeah, because like I remember my first time meeting Amin. I had just moved to LA. This was 2015, and I just got my job with ESPN. And I was so broke back then. I just used to go to the game to eat in the media room before the game because I was like, if nothing else,
IQ.
I can go get some food. Was the food great? Not really, but when you ain't got nothing in your refrigerator, it might as well be Ruth Chris or a 5-star restaurant. And as fate would have it, I was sitting beside Amin on press row, and it was Warriors versus Clippers. And you remember that game where Steph crossed Chris Paul up on the baseline? Mm-hmm. We were sitting there, and me and Amin was just sitting beside each other. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, this is Amin El Hassan. Like, I see this dude on TV all the time. And he turned out to be I'm going to tell you this. Kids, if you're watching, don't meet the people you admire on TV because they're mostly dicks. Amin is a dick. You know what I mean? But that's my guy. And I just remember he called me one day. He was like, yo, you want to come on this podcast with me and my homeboys? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I ain't really doing anything. And it was this. And I had no clue it was going to, be the universe and honestly really be like the family that it became because I met so many cool people here. You know what I mean? I just met Jason probably like a couple of years ago when I was doing a podcast. JuJu Gotti, man, that dude is like, he a living legend to me. That dude just everywhere. You know what I mean? I do wherever the sun rise, he gonna be, and if it's popping there. And I just appreciate everybody I got a chance to meet and really connect with and to just like build with on and off camera. And it's just it's sad. It's sad to see y'all go, man. But like at least y'all ain't breaking up like most R&B groups where y'all ain't gonna never speak to each other again. And hopefully we can get a reunion tour 30 years down the road.
Like podcast breakups are kind of becoming a thing right now.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Trey.
hey, man, you know how it go, man. Again, 9 years Bomm has been in its existence. And that's as this thing has been evolving. I remember being a school teacher and Amin again asking me to come on and do the pod, and it's watching it just grow and having my friends and everybody just become podcasters, become whatever it is. Naima had a show under us, you know what I mean? Like it just all these things and just being here consistent. Before we even hit record, me and Jerv were talking about how our routine. You got to think about this. For 9 years, my Sundays have been Bomm.
That's crazy.
Like almost 10 years, my Sundays have been Bomm. Like I've moved from Arizona to like literally New York to whatever, just different changes in my life. And I'm just kind of like, I sacrificed my meniscus for this. Yes. But also just like kind of thinking about that, like overall, we've had so many great guests, you know what I mean? We've hit on so many important topics, but we also hit on very silly ones. You know what I mean? We had the creator of BBL Drizzy on. We've had Mark Lamont Hill and his bad macaroni and cheese take. You know what I mean? Man. Like the list goes on. When
another you really Eagles fan, dog. Like that guy, I love him, but
Tens, real quick, because my man was emphasizing 9 years, right?
Yeah,
I don't think everybody else, but you'll understand this. I don't get enough flowers for not missing the Sunday record after fucking homecoming.
Oh,
I don't get enough credit for that, bro.
Damn. Hey man, you go put an Eagles pick back up for that, dog, because that takes real dedication, bro.
I mean, I would be cursing Jerv out, bro. Hey, we need you here. Oh man, I remember one time Jerv was recording, he was producing from the car.
from the car, bro.
That's dedication.
That's commitment.
Yeah. So
just to get cussed out by Trey.
Oh yeah, always.
Trey's a diva, yo. I know everybody knows cool Trey and he's so fashionable and he's everywhere. But I'm telling you this. All right. I've worked with a lot of people. All right.
Trey, he's for real.
Trey is not even that is actually 1000% the best. Trey is 1000% talent, and he is no longer anything else but talent. You are talent, bro.
That's not true. I come over and run down. I'm literally making sure that
I hear you.
Because me and you, we be locked in, and I'll be making sure. Like again, I will say, Jerv is one of the ultimate professionals. He allows me to vent. You know what I mean? I'm a perfectionist.
He's talented.
I really get upset a lot, and a lot of people don't. Yeah, Jerv definitely hits me with the heard you. But that's why we've been, you know what I mean, so good at what we've done. We've done over 1,000 episodes, which sounds crazy. You really think about that, you know what I mean, for one show. But Naima, we've had you, on here with your own show. What was your favorite moment being not only a contributor but a guest, and just your time as under Bomm?
I think honestly, and this is probably cheating because it's relatively recent, but my most favorite moment was probably the live show. What was that, last summer?
Yeah.
Because it was the first time I was with all y'all in person. Like, I only knew Trey in person, which is crazy, right? For all these years, because I've been a Bomm contributor for over 5 since 19, 18, something like that.
Yeah.
So like, at least 19 was before the pandemic. I think it was before the pandemic. So it was I've talked to Jerv, even not just here, but when he's been doing stuff for Mark and Amin and like everybody, but Trey's the only person I knew in person because he's here in New York. And like it was the first time actually being able to be with everybody together. And I already felt like all y'all were family, even you, JuJu, even though you're relatively new to the crew. For me, it's like that for me was great. I just really couldn't believe it had taken that long for me to actually be able to be with everybody like in one place. And that was just a great moment for me. That was my highlight. That was my highlight.
Yeah, man, live shows. I mean, we are actually doing a live show, by the way, in Los Angeles this week coming up. 2. We got one in Soho House, WeHo, and then we also have one at Baron Davis's Slick compound, which should be very fun. And if you have not ever been to a live show, they are very fun. And it's also the time where you actually get a chance to meet the people, right? And I think that's the one thing, right? We see this chat to the side if you do have it up, and there's these names. And the crazy thing about podcasts is that you don't get to see who actually is listening.
Right.
The live shows created that opportunity where people are like, yo, man, I was going through a tough time. I was listening to you. Yo, y'all really had me doing. Yo, you gonna let Amin and Jerv talk to you and Justin like that, man? It's Team Tupac. Man, it's this and that. Oh man, when we come to this live show, we gonna smoke with y'all. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Right. Oh, this and that. You know what I mean? Like, and this was the first time I really felt like it's so many people that came up to us that have big podcasts now saying how they learned how to do their podcasts, how they learned how to do a live show, how they learned how to build a community. We were one of the rare podcasts that literally we would put out a show and then go run to Twitter and talk while people are listening to our pod and complain. Like they were literally complaining to us. And we were like, what can we do better? How? Oh, you like this part? And they're like, oh, this person actually tweeted back. And it's like, we always used to say like, yo, y'all not fans, y'all friends, because we aren't nothing without y'all. You know what I mean? So Amin bringing JuJu into the fold. Like, I didn't know JuJu's now like my brother for real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, my dog is a star, you know what I mean? But the same way
you for real a star. I told you that when I saw you.
I told you, man, that man be everywhere.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. I just gotta get the belief in myself as much as people.
But that's why I want you to hear it too, JuJu, because you truly had an energy. You brighten up the space, and even me and Jason creating, growing up the same under the umbrella, right? Man. Probably one of the greatest deep cuts of all time.
Man,
I think it's one of the greatest pods of all time. Honestly, like I don't like to toot my own horn on that, but like I think the pandemic, if we would have put that out now, it's a different story.
No, I mean some of my favorite conversations I've had with people were on that podcast, and like so many people that I wanted to talk to that I never even knew that we just reached out to, people that you knew. I mean, you know, legends. Fucking, I always think about the Ananda Lewis or the Earl of Pearl, like, you know, and obviously like Mina and BD, who we both know, you know, like, so it's like all of the people that passed, RP Hovain, you know, like all of those things, those moments that we had in that such short window, bro, was amazing. And to be able to go back and listen to the thoughtfulness of what everybody said, man, I love that shit.
Yeah, man. Look, I got to get ready to jump, but I want to say, just based off of everything that everybody said, from JuJu to Jason, Naima, Trey, Jerv, like everybody, man, like it's a beautiful thing when you know, like, you created a community. Like that's a responsibility. That's a heavy responsibility, but like that's a even more beautiful blessing. And you know, Trey, like you said, people just coming up to you, like, let me buy you a drink, let me smoke with you. Hey, I like this part of the podcast. I don't like this part. Like, that's part of a community. It's not hating. It's just like people feel comfortable enough with you to offer their opinion on the show. Whether you take it, whether you do anything with it, is up to you, man. But salute to y'all for creating the community. Salute to y'all for just bringing like all of us together. You know what I mean? Just like I didn't know JuJu before this. You know what I mean? I didn't know Trey before this. I didn't know Jason before this. Like, and like Naima is like a major voice in my book on Big. You know what I mean? So that's how small the universe actually is. And I just want to say thank y'all so much, man. Y'all deserve all the flowers that y'all gonna get with this episode and even beyond, man. Because like y'all legacy is gonna live on, bro. Like that shit is real, and y'all should be very, 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 very proud of what y'all built.
No, I appreciate that. I appreciate that for real, man. I'm glad that you had the time to be able to send us off the right way, man, and join in on the conversation, man. Because definitely that I reached out like, man, we gotta get Tens on here, you know what I mean? And I'm glad that Naima popped up as well, because again, we don't get to see each other as much. And obviously this is a great meeting spot for us to, shoot the shit and just, see each other. So definitely make a better effort to reach out now, because
you already know,
obviously it's no pods, but I mean, it'd be a different thing. So how it is.
But yeah, I gotta jump, y'all. Love y'all.
It was good to see you, even on
appreciate you, bro.
Yep. See y'all.
For sure.
I also gotta give a shout out to Jade in his absence, and Ben.
Absolutely. Shouts to Ben and Jade.
Yeah.
Sure.
As much as I think, Trey, you were the first person to hit me to bring me on, but like behind the scenes, Jade and Ben, like Ben has always been like, both of them always been like, whatever you need, like, what do you want to do? How do you want to be part of this? What do you want to do with us? I remember there was one time I was buying a piece of furniture and I didn't want to pay the shipping for it, and they paid for it for me. Like, it was just like random shit, right? Like, I was just complaining about it on Twitter, and just because I had done the show so many times at that point, they were like, we'll pay for this because it was something stupid. But yeah, it's just like the family you all have, the network you have, even the community, but the community inside of the talent and everybody who's part of Bomm and Count the Dings. You all created a real family unit. Like, it's not just business, it's not just talent and production, like it's a real family unit. So I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge all of that, because you all made me feel super welcome always, and just encouraged like whatever I might have wanted to do with you all.
Man, I appreciate those words. I mean, that's the true thing about it. I mean, there's so many countless stories when you really think about it, and the life-changing moments, and we truly are a family, though. We try to show up for each other in all type of ways. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just ain't been that easy, you know what I'm saying, as far as everything going on. So, I mean, we've gotten people their first podcast mic. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know what I mean? From people contributing on the mailbag, the Friday mailbag, and just becoming actual podcasters after that, like building confidence and supporting people behind the scenes and publicly. So, I mean, I think that was one of the cool things, man. It wouldn't be a show without shouting out Mariano, Waz, B, Liz, Meek. I mean, who else? I'm trying to think. It's so many contributors that we've had.
Glasses,
Sean Little,
Rob.
Glasses, Rob.
Oh, yeah, Rob was my
you know what I'm saying?
Rob, make sure you bring your ID everywhere.
Michael Brooks, you know what I'm saying?
Michael Brooks,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just so many people that have come across and contributed to this wonderful thing of ours, you know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to Kaylee. Oh my God, deep cut. To a point where we even had a Reddit. We don't have a Reddit no more. I don't think they operated like that. But
I had no idea y'all had a Reddit.
We had a Reddit, man. Well, Miko, man, Kev the Barber. I mean, like I said, this list goes on, man, when you really think about it. Yeah, I mean, that's up to the guys. I think so. I think we're almost there to that point, to get there to the Unk podcast. We're gonna let it breathe a little bit before we pop back out, but because we don't want it to be Bomm 2.0 and make it seem like we just pulled a fast one on you. I want them to really have some originality on it. But we'll definitely get there.
Is this just and I know I'm late to all of this, so y'all just gotta let me process in real time. So is this CT? Is this Count the Dings? So
no, Count the Dings will still exist. So Count the Dings will still exist.
Okay.
I love how you tiptoed asked that. That was dope. I fucked with that.
Yeah, no, she I mean, it's an honest question. So Count the Dings will still exist. The other shows will still exist. Pack Your Knives, Hoop Sense, etc. Open to bringing on other shows. But a realistic behind the scenes view of it. Myself and Amin have got extremely grossly busy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Our lives are changing, and it's getting to a point where I literally had no days off. Right. And I understand other guys sometimes couldn't make it. If I don't be here, then there's no show.
Right.
So it got to a point where I just never had a Sunday off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe I had like 2 or 3. You know what I mean?
But for a little while, everybody got to take a break at some point. Yeah.
But it got to a point where we couldn't really, we got to have Amin.
Yeah.
Because this is Amin's baby. Yeah. He created it. It started under at ESPN, and it wouldn't be the same without Amin. Like, we don't have the fan base we have. We don't have. I grew into a bigger role. Jason grew into a bigger role. Jerv grew into a bigger role. JuJu, he just got here, but he definitely, him and Glasses have been like, if we were to keep this thing going, they would be trying to push it a little bit more with Jason being the head host and then us phasing all the way out. But I don't know if people would stick around. It would be a disservice to be like, oh, I'm only here for this person. What I mean? So they deserve a fair shot to have a clear feed, a clear show, build their own audience to that way. You know what I mean? Versus, oh, we hate when this is going like that. So that's why the idea of it had to come to an end. And it really was originally supposed to end in December, and we extended it. Like, here we are in May. We've been having these conversations for a long time. It's a
really hard decision to make.
Yeah, no, it definitely was not easy. It wasn't easy, but it was getting to a point where, like I said, I'm actually be at your campus on Tuesday speaking at NYU, but like, I was trying to teach the class. I'm trying to work. I'm trying to do the other pods. And yeah, I mean, it got to that idea, but we have so many different bright ideas. You know what I'm saying? I know JuJu and Jerv were considering 4th and 20. You got Jason with another idea about some shows. And then the guys collectively have an idea about doing some other stuff. So, I mean, I said Glasses pop up like Biff replacing me would be crazy. Because I mean, I think that's the key thing. I do think that Bomm could have been a forever thing, but at the end of the day, you have to have such a consistent host.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I felt like a substitute teacher when I wasn't it was substitute teacher vibes when I'm going. Like, people would text me or send me stuff when the episode. Like, no, the guys were cutting up. You know what I mean? Which is cool. I think the show's better. I think the show's better when I'm not there because again, it adds spice and all excitement and stuff. I kind of keep it boring because I'm just kind of like to that point.
But Trey, you bring a certain energy to it as well, and like we all bounce off each other.
Y'all made me a better host.
But I think it's the notion is New Edition ain't New Edition without Bobby Brown. Like, it's not.
No, and I get that, but I do think at this point it could still go.
Who's Johnny Gill?
but I just think that pause. But I do think that
JuJu, maybe.
I do think that realistically, with everybody having things to go on, like I made Bomm my life.
Right.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I every day Jerv texts every Sunday. And again, to peel the layers back of how this normally works for a show, Jerv texts in the morning. You know, if we're going at 1, everybody sends a thumbs up. Sometimes you get no response. Sometimes you get a response. Sometimes JuJu just pop in, and we love that too. But
my Saturdays be crazy. That's the peel that curtain back. I always wake up like 1-ish, and I'd be like, "Oh, girl, get it, watch out."
Because like, no, we really think about this, right? We gotta have Jerv for this thing to work.
Right.
So kudos to Jerv. And we have to have a true host every time. Yeah, then we have to have main contributors. Jason's one of our main contributors. JuJu's one of our main contributors. We added glasses because we start losing Amin.
Right.
So when it start going to that part, I was just like, all right, you know.
Jerv is like Ving Rhames in Mission Impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't none of the missions is gonna get done, get completed without him. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have his earpiece in, like, okay, you feel me? So
and that's what I'm saying. Like, all this beautiful stuff we saying, all this family vibes that we done created. Y'all really think I'm finna let a gorilla snap y'all in half?
Hey, man.
Come on, man. It's gonna be trouble for the gorilla.
No, I feel you. I feel you, Ju. I'm with you, big dog.
Well, I understand the end of the era, right? Because what you don't want to do is stretch it out to the point where it feels thin and it feels forced and it feels more like an obligation than a joy. You know, but also still sad to see y'all go. Yes. But happy to have been part of the journey. Thank you, like, you know, for letting me rock with y'all sometimes.
Of course. Yeah, I think that's the thing, man. It when it comes to work. You know what I mean? Because that's another thing too. This is the one rare non-profit pod of our network. This is literally the one show where we do it for the love of the game.
Right.
Like, no one on this roster, everybody that shows up are not paid. They literally show up every Sunday for y'all to do it.
We just let it hoop. We just let it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally for the love of the game. Right. Like, I would understand, because I was telling people, I'm like, oh, I understand if we had we literally had a salary. Right. And Jason, you got to be here. JuJu got to be here. You're getting paid this. Jerv, da da da. You know what I mean? Like, it would be different. But like, this one is like, yo, we genuinely have a group chat. We gonna talk about shit anyway, so we might as well just shoot the shit. It's fun. And then we get to, you know, get to build the other shit. Anytime JuJu comes to New York, we hang out. Anytime Jerv comes to New York, we hang out. Anytime I'm at home in LA, me and Jason hang out. You know what I mean? Like, now Jason get the hosting opportunities. This time it's on him. I ain't been in LA. I ain't been in LA in a year.
Birdman hand rub. Nah, we gonna have some fun next week, y'all. Fortunately for me, I didn't bet on the Lakers, so I'm good. We're gonna have a good time. I wanted to ask Naima while she was on here, because I haven't seen her tweets because she's not on Twitter anymore. Sorry, we ain't Twitter no more. But there's been a lot of discourse around this new movie that I saw.
Sinners?
Yeah, I saw it twice this week. Actually, I had to see it in the.
Wait, time out. Don't spoil. Naima, did you see the movie?
Oh, 100% I saw the movie.
Okay. I was just, we don't do spoilers on this podcast.
Hold on.
It's been out a week, right?
Yeah.
About 2 weeks, I feel like.
I don't know. Is that long enough?
Hold on. Listen, Black people were outside on Resurrection Sunday to see a vampire movie. I went on Easter.
Look here, real fan.
Oh, the 70mm joint.
Yeah.
All right, it's been out a week. If you have not seen it, spoiler rich, please log out.
Yeah. I feel like
you ain't seen it on you.
Have you not seen it, Jerv?
Oh yeah, no, I saw it. I saw it at 10:30 at night, way past my bedtime, and I did not fall asleep in the movie.
Yeah.
Proud of him, man. He's solid.
I absolutely saw it. I had to make it my business to see it, and I'm trying to. I was gonna go see it again this weekend. I'm definitely going to see it this upcoming week. I got to catch the 70mm John.
Yeah.
I saw it in Maryland, but now that I'm back in New York, I'm gonna try to catch it. I'm guessing the movie theater Union Square will probably have like all the special.
I think there's only one.
This might be the first time that it's actually being discussed because everybody's been screaming, no spoilers. So this is probably the first platform that people actually get to talk about the movie.
That's exciting.
So we haven't even talked about it in the chat because I was scared Jason was going to say, hey, you know, but he finally seen it.
I told you I saw the movie though.
I just had to make sure. I didn't know if JuJu had seen it. I didn't
quote Jason. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Like,
don't quote Jason.
Jason said, I saw it. Spoil away, niggas.
Yeah. So context behind this, Naima, is because I told Jason after I saw it. You
was tweeting first. The full context.
Bro, I'm not gonna repeat it.
He tweeted.
I told him not to leave before the credits.
No, not even. I just somebody asked me on somebody. I told you in the text. I didn't tweet that, but on Twitter, I told somebody asked me, did I like it? I said I liked it. And this and said, I hate niggas that be doing this shit, man, spoiling it. And
I didn't say that you spoiled it right there, but I saw you start you when you tweet in like groups, like you start tweeting about a topic. So I'm like, don't keep tweeting
he's
about
it. He's got your rhythm down.
Thread on it.
I wasn't gonna do that. Only thing I did was shout out the producer Ludwig. You know what I mean? That he had worked on. I said, that's it. And Jason took that to heart because Jason's like, he's a credit at the beginning, credit at the end. You know what I mean? All that. He's the real cinephile guy right here, right? He's there. So let's talk about this movie. What was your honest thoughts on it? Because I seen people, again, is it okay to openly criticize if you had an opinion that you didn't agree on certain things? Because people think it's just automatic hate.
I think we've gotten to a point where these conversations, I think we've talked about this before in terms of music, conversations are so extreme that like if you're not absolutely like effusive over something, then it's hate. I think criticism is okay, but what some people, and I'm not saying this is you, Trey, but some niggas be hating and saying it's criticism. Like, is it actually criticism? Like
I seen a rating saying 1,000 out of 10.
Okay, that's excessive.
So I'm like,
but
again, Naima, you know I'm not easily impressed.
I know, nigga, I know. But
so I'm like, I said it's cool. But it's cool.
Naima, talent.
He's talent. Like I know your bougie ass. Okay, fine. But as someone who is also very bourgeois, right? But you know, I'm a storyteller. Right? I love rich stories, and this is so. I mean, it's just so many layers there. Ryan built a world. He built a whole world in this movie. Like you could do prequels, sequels, spinoffs, whatever. I came out of there feeling like I knew these characters. I wanted to know more about these characters. I wanted to know more about their lives and where they came from. For me, it was, I mean, I'm sure if I really wanted to dig into it, there might be some parts where I could say, well, it could have been this instead of that. But honestly, I walked out like no notes. Fucking excellent.
I didn't hit it with no like, oh, it could be better or this and that.
Right.
I just said it was cool. Like people was leaving it like it was life changing.
You definitely don't really put a lot on anything. Like I think cool is about as high as your meter goes.
That's high praise.
Yeah, that's
high praise.
I'm sitting here thinking I don't really ever think I heard you say too much more than that. Ever.
Whatever I said was great.
It's not Naima. I get it. But
I
feel like the cool is like he's cool, right? Like he's cool, but I feel like the cool when it comes to just being able to say so, like, yo, dog, it's okay to be like, yo, I really like something. It was really, really good.
Have you really ever heard this nigga be like, yo, that shit was great? That was fair. I don't think I've ever heard him say it.
Yeah, nah, but I feel like he's on. Like I don't know. Maybe this is. I don't know. He's reached that level.
On the trade meter, cool might be as good as it gets.
Cool is the highest.
But I get what you're saying, because here's the other thing. and this is TMI, but I'm gonna share it anyway because it shows how engrossed I was in this movie. I was so enthralled in this movie that I had to go to the bathroom, and I held it so bad that I had a cramp at the end of the movie because I started doing math, right? Like right around the time that Bo went out to get the car. That's when I was like, I really need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I started doing math and how long it would take me. And I kept timing scenes, and I was like, I would have missed this. I would have missed this. I can't go. Because it was just too much shit going on. I was like, I can't go. I just had to wait. You know what I'm saying? And then I flew out the book. But it was like, it was worth it though, because that's how packed it was. That's how real it was. Like, but also it was just like, I know Ryan Coogler is an amazing storyteller, obviously, but I feel like he just, like, y'all know I love black ass shit. That movie, any movie set in the Mississippi Delta around Reconstruction is gonna be black as fuck. And it was super black.
Super.
Like the accents, the people, the everything about it was just, there was no polish. It felt like dirt roads and heat and cicadas. You know what I'm saying? Like it felt like black Southern.
I wish I watched movies like that.
Like
what are you watching it like?
This is what I'm saying.
No, I don't be,
bro.
no, but I'm saying like, no,
bro?
but she literally just explained a feeling. Like people were
but that's
leaving.
what I'm saying. Do you not feel things?
Nah, I just was like looking at it. I didn't. I just was watching. I was like, yo, this shit is a good movie.
I'm picking up a vibe, Trey.
It may also be because my family is a Great Migration family. From the South, came to the North. Half my father's side of the family is from the Gulf Coast. My mother's side of the family is from like South Carolina. So maybe that's part of it. Is that these things were familiar to me in a way.
That's the title of the pod too, by the way. Do you not feel things?
No, don't try to excuse Trey's nonchalance and apathy. You know, like, please don't try to sugarcoat what he's got going on.
Go ahead.
Everybody felt what you felt. Everybody who watched the movie felt what you felt.
Trey, your first time at the Beast, or first 2 times at the Beast, did you wear Air Force Ones?
No. Air Force Ones? Like,
or do you wear sneakers?
You know, I'm from LA. Like, I don't know if the beach is like a new thing. Like, you know what I mean?
I know, but like I feel like you still wear.
I don't like the
sneaks.
texture of sand.
Like you was gonna get sand in his feet. Yeah.
There we go. That's what I knew it, bro. That's where it happened. That's
the
there.
Sand under your toes at the beach.
So what happened? What is that? Like,
this explains everything, bro. This is why you can't. Everything's just cool.
Jerv is saying, I'm gonna pull out my psych monitor.
I don't appreciate. I have a lack of appreciation.
No, he's saying that you don't immerse yourself in sensory experiences.
Oh yeah, I'm cooked.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
I'm watching like black and white, like literally just.
Yeah,
like,
and this was a sensory movie. You know what I mean? Like, which is why the people are going. Like, you probably wouldn't benefit from seeing it in 70mm. That's not a shot, but like the reason people want to go see it is because of the way the colors and the texture and the black.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be.
And
that's
sound,
gonna be lost on you.
And
I really watched that shit from start to finish with no conversation. Like I could literally lead a movie with no conversation.
So you ain't laugh. You don't talk to the screen during movies.
No,
you crazy. Listen, this is what I want to say about movies. That this movie captures what I love about certain aspects of movies. Like I put Friday, Back to the Future. Certain movies to me are perfect movies, and every line hits. The sound effects are also coinciding with all of that. Not to mention the visuals, and there's no wasted dialogue.
Right.
So the movie is telling a story, but every individual line is telling
something.
They got you.
Another character said.
Yeah.
And so this movie fit that bill for me, and that was why I had no problem seeing it twice, because I was like, it just breezed by.
We are not saying Trey is on the spectrum. People experience things. That's shade. People experience things in different ways.
Right.
It might be.
People experience things in different
you a regular
ways.
Nigga. You ain't on the
the way everybody experiences things is different. I am a person who I am all about like every aspect of the experience I can get. I want color, sound, feel, vibe, all of that. For some people, it's just, okay, it was a good story, like Trey said, and that's that. But me, like, that whole scene with Delroy Lindo and Michael and Miles
in the car.
Cancer in the car. That whole thing was improv. That was literally the first time that Michael.
I saw the clip, but I still wasn't like.
That was literally the first time Michael B. Jordan heard him sing and play. So that reaction was real. Delroy Lindo humming, that was not in the script. And it felt that shit. That's why that shit felt like.
Trey's not impressed.
Real.
Yeah, I wasn't.
I like how he also said to the when they said here, slow down the car. And he told the niggas on the side, hold your head.
Yeah.
Tell him how he had just done went through that shit in jail. So yeah, I like that scene.
JuJu, did you stand up and was like, hell yeah, nigga, like yeah? Did you feel that?
What's that?
Like when he did that, was you like, yeah?
Nah, I was locked in because I'm from the country. That's people don't know. I grew up on an actual farm. You feel me? Like I'm from the country. So a lot of that shit was like hard, like to me. You feel me? It's like Jason said. It allowed me to immerse myself and forget I was in the movie theater.
Right.
It allowed me to forget the day it was. I was locked into the movie for as long as the movie was going. You feel me? And I love how they portray old girl too, like the not corny witchcraft, like motherly love witchcraft. Like her and Michael B. Jordan played a great job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also I think for me, another thing of it was, so I grew up, my great grandmother didn't die until I was like 26 and she was like 101. So, you know, and that was she was born in like 1901, right? And so parts of being in her area of South Carolina, like her next door neighbors, they still had like the wooden house that was kind of on cinder blocks and was like kerosene heated. This is all the way into the 90s, right? And like in some areas of the South where you would still see like those old barns and those old structures, and you still had those roads that kind of went nowhere. So part of it, and we forget about those like people who still call the refrigerator the ice box and call the gas station the filling station, and you know, that type of thing. And I forget those things right over time, and then I watch a movie like this, and it just brings
you a city slicker
back.
Now.
Fake slickers. I mean, whatever.
You out here, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like I said, my family's a great migration family. It started with my grandparents, but like it was always back and forth between the North and the South. But it just, I guess that's the other thing. When we talk about this era, and I'm going to get fake deep, but kind of for real, when we talk about this era right now, when we're always talking about we're losing recipes and shit like that. And now when there really is a concerted effort to literally take our history, wipe it away.
Yeah. These
kind of movies are so essential because, you know, it used to be normal for you to grow up with being around 4 generations of your family at the same time. That doesn't happen really anymore. And these are those images and those stories and those feelings that get lost. So the more we can capture them and have them for us, even though it's a vampire movie, again, all the black shit around it was really real and authentic and genuine, right? And even down to the Chos, the Chinese family who had the one black store on one side of the street, the white store on the other side, like that's real. That was a real thing in Mississippi. The more we can have this, any kind of way we can tell it, our stories are so important, like even more important. And to tell them like really authentically and not like whitewash them or shine them up or anything like that, just be really straight with them. That's the other thing I think that was really important to me about this. And it was a new story. It wasn't a story we'd seen before. That was
and the metaphors are like, bro, you gotta kind of invite this shit in for it to happen. You can't they can't just steal our shit if you don't allow them to. Like it was a lot of metaphors and a lot of the Irish shit going on. It's a lot of metaphors if you just sit there and think, bro. It's and over and over and over.
I'm gonna go watch it on Shroom so I can feel it.
And I wanted to talk. I wanted to talk about the music aspect, and there's metaphors with that as well. Right. I love how they use Buddy Guy at the end. I thought that was the movie was genius, you know, from beginning to end, but that was a dope aspect. But
and the power of music,
of music, right? Yeah. And the fact, you know, we start on the scene that we end on with him holding the guitar. Yeah, and it took me really, I'm gonna be honest, it took me seeing it the second time to even get into what all of that was about, because you know, his father is telling him, don't, you know, play this devil music. You know, the devil's going to follow you home one day.
Right.
And he just had an interaction with the devil, but he was singing the Lord's Prayer and the devil knew it.
Right.
And they, you know what I'm saying? And they kept going. So it let him know, like, this is not the thing that's gonna save me. Whatever my father's doing is cool, but this is not what my purpose is in life. And I've already been through hell. I just went through hell. So,
literally, yeah.
So it ain't nothing else you could really tell me. I'm gonna hold on to this guitar for dear life for the rest of my days, because this is the thing that actually got me out of hell.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I love all of the symbolism and the storytelling within the religious aspects and the musical aspects. Shout out to also to Raphael Sadiq, who's from the Bay, which I love that Ryan Coogler keeps everything in theme. Mm-hmm. He wrote and produced the "I Lied to You" song, and that's the other part of the movie. I saw somebody in the comments said that they teared up during the Delroy Lindo scene. Well, I teared up at the scene where it was
like the past and future.
Yeah. And because I was like, he did it. At that point in the movie, I was like, he did it. Whatever niggas was trying to figure out what's gonna separate him as a filmmaker, as an artist from everybody else, this is the scene. You know, like everything else is regular. We've seen it in movies. It's well done. But this is what makes you a unique artist, a unique filmmaker. And he killed it.
Right. He also highlighted how important it is to have a strong woman by your side. Because without sis, she's like, oh, hold on, brother. You 6'8", 400 pounds. What you need our permission to come in here for?
Right.
And turn like, you feel me? Like
he was like, word, why you need to come in here? No,
exactly.
It was just I don't know, Trey. I think, like, did you just say you were gonna go see it on some shrooms? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna open up your mind, sir.
Yeah. Right. Nah, I just think that's the only time I really be like cooked, like literally, like the buffer comes off.
But see, I know this to be true. Like, even that shit that Trey is genuinely like excited and passionate about, he does not convey that at all.
Yeah, no, my emote having greed.
My emote is broken. I ain't gonna lie, it's broken.
You'll kind of verbalize it, but there's no like.
No, I literally
actually had this conversation because I'd be like, "Nigga, I need you to like."
Literally, listen. People that listen to the show, before I would even laugh, I just started laughing like a couple years ago. I literally, listen,
nigga, come on, bro.
I'm dead ass. I used to say,
time out. You asked everybody their favorite moment in the pod history. Mine's is Black Jesus, and that is right there with you saying you just laughed for the first time.
I ain't got no caps. I had my hats over here.
Man, we gotta bring the cap out.
Okay, listen. We got some day one followers on here. I literally used to say that's funny.
You want the Supreme hat?
I literally used to say that's funny. No. I literally.
My nigga, when you was a little kid, somebody said "goo goo gaga" and your ass laughed, dog. No, I'm not trying to hear.
No, he meant on the pod.
On the pod.
Oh. My bad.
This is how
I don't believe that shit either.
I don't believe it either. Yeah, it ain't no.
That's cap too. Think about it. I'm like, I've been on here a lot of times with everybody laughing. Dre wasn't laughing.
This nigga was
go back and watch some film.
Hey, Naima, this nigga. Hey, on some real shit.
No, pull it up. See what that comment say. Isaiah.
Oh,
well, we happy we got laughing.
That's funny. Was a staple.
I did it. I'd be like, that's funny. Bland as hell. Bland. But I literally could not like. You know, I wouldn't be doing it. I literally started laughing. The one time I forgot what we did, I think it was your story, Jerv, that really made me tear up and laugh. Was the Tiger Woods shit. If I didn't hear that, like I literally, because I don't know, it wasn't like I was just trying to be too cool and shit, Juju. I just literally just don't be.
What episode was that?
I really be struggling to like let it go, bro. Like I'll probably be fighting that shit just to be. I don't know if it's trying to be too cool.
You might need to go talk to the lady, Trevor.
Nah, talk to the lady. Me and the lady be locked in for 5 years. We straight. We're locked in for the 5.
If anybody knows what episode that Tiger Woods one was, please help me find it.
Oh, by the way, please send all your favorite episodes to Jerv. Jerv is creating a Bomm compilation, greatest pod.
I need y'all to stop trying to put Trey on the spectrum.
Nah, it's cool. Hey, whatever it is. I'm handsome, dog. Listen,
send the link though.
If I'm on the spectrum and all that, all I can walk away with this motherfucking handsome. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be all right.
I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying everybody who doesn't behave with the same social norms we do is on the spectrum. That's all.
Juju, I love Juju, man.
Hold on, but I need them to send like the name of the pod or something. Don't tell me like a story and think I'm just gonna know. It's 9 years of shows, please.
Yes, it is 9 years of shows.
I smoke.
He has to be able to type it in to find it.
I mean, hey. You gotta know your weaknesses.
There is some key words though, Jerv. I will say.
Okay.
In certain things.
Well, like Jerv, they're not gonna know. Nobody ever.
Because I've
who knows?
They know. They be knowing. They be knowing.
A pod title.
They be knowing.
Or just you. They probably listen. Hey, Naima, I got faith. Because won't he do it? Okay. We're gonna speak this into existence. Okay. They gonna send the link of the show or something.
It was the second week of June of 2000.
They gonna send me time codes. They gonna send me everything.
Maybe. Let me not
make him earn that check, man. For real.
And lastly, on the movie, last thing on the movie, it shows you why greed don't follow greed, because without the white girl trying to go get that extra coin, none of that shit would ever went down. You feel me? So salute to Coogler, man. He did a great job.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch another one of his movies.
My laugh is enough for everybody on this show.
I'm definitely down. Jerv and the fool is sick.
That's not nice.
Jerv and the fool sounds crazy.
Are we gonna mention Unc, man, and all his foolishness, or we gonna pass on that?
I mean, I want to say some stuff. I mean, because I feel like it's more developing.
That's a good segue talking about chasing white women.
Listen, chasing.
See what you did there.
I'm just saying, talking about stacking up and that.
We're gonna give y'all 2 hours of a pod. So the last 15 is dedicated to the man. So, Jason, do you got an Uber story?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
I
go ahead.
Yeah, man. So every day is a winding road out on the streets of LA. But no, it's not really that funny of a story. It's interesting though. Sometimes I post random stuff of Nip that I'll see on Instagram that people reposting it. This day I just happened to repost a video of him, and bro, it's on my mind. So it's always interesting when somebody. The movie deals with spirits, but it's always interesting when you feel, the power of somebody's spirit in the air. And so I picked up this lady at Century City Mall, this African lady. Her name is Sega. And first she commented on how I pronounce her name correctly, because she spells it Tsega. And so I was like, oh, yeah, no, I could read. And she was like, oh, you sound like, a smart, young man. I was like, cool. So we started talking. She starts telling me about her daughters. They went to this school and that school, whatever. She got twin girls, blah, blah, blah. And then she asked me, like a lot of people do, and she was Ethiopian, but she was like, are you Habesha? And I was like, no, I don't believe so. I did the 23andMe.
Ethiopian, though, actually, now.
Everybody says that. And so I was like, yeah, people said that to me my whole life. And I was like, I grew up in the same neighborhood and used to hang out with Nipsey Hussle. And when I was with him, people used to think we were family. And she goes, oh, that's my nephew. And I was like, what? And she was dead serious. Like,
damn name.
She ended up, huh?
So did she tell you to pick up that damn name? My bad, Jason. That was foolish to me. I'm gonna mute my mic until the end of the story, bro.
Oh my God, JuJu.
She could have, and she would have been well within her rights to do so. She would have been well within her rights to do so. But yeah, so she ended up calling his dad, who used to work at Sloss and Tees before it was the Marathon store. I talked to him for a second, and then she just started talking about. How
long was this ride?
It was only like, LA traffic. It was about a good 20 minutes to the west side from Central
It's gotta relax. Y'all gotta relax. Yo, let my man just get it. Oh shit. This thing is. I'm sorry. I apologize. No, I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you out, dog. I'm trying
don't
to help you.
I don't need assistance.
Oh, my fault.
What would
Fuck
the
bro.
show be without us trampling Jason's story? You feel me?
Exactly. Exactly.
It's said like that she say something. Did I even say? Come on, not even. I ain't even gonna ask this nigga. How much was this ride? Okay, I'm sorry. Jason, do your shit.
Okay, never mind.
I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I didn't ask her.
Jason, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, I mean, that's pretty much the whole story. She was obviously giving it up to her nephew and talking about them traveling to, to Ethiopia and Eritrea and all that.
Oh God!
But it was just crazy, like all the random people that you meet doing that job. Sometimes it's very
wait. So I have a question. Because I've not been here for one of your Uber stories before. So when it happens that you're having like whole conversations with people, which by the side note, speaking of an Uber story, an Uber picked me up one time and waited till we got to the destination to say that he knew me from Bomm. By the way, and this was in DC because I was like in the back of the car, like doing my hair and makeup and whatever. And I was asking him if it bothered him. He was like, "Nah, you good." And then waited till he dropped me off. Like, by the way, I know who you are. And I was like, "Okay, that's weird because you just picked me up at my house." But anyway, but he said he knew me from Bomm. But anyway, Jason, when you're doing Uber rides, do you start the conversation with these people or do they start the conversation with you?
I'll turn that nigga on mute.
Bro, I almost never start a conversation.
Wait, Jason, do they give you the option for that?
You okay?
I'm sorry, man. I was too excited to get this one out, Paul. But are you a part of that service where I can hit the or I can mute?
No. Quiet preference,
like the select.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll say like quiet preferred, but it's funny because
my shit don't change. I don't want to talk to no nigga.
It's funny, bro. A lot of those people be talking.
I found that
it is. I gave a nigga 1 star, bro, because the nigga say this nigga literally was driving, bro, and said, "Can I take this?" No, you cannot take the call.
He had like headphones and nothing.
No, bro, he was talking on speaker, bro.
Oh no, that nigga's wild.
1,000 times from Miami, bro. I get in the car, they mid-conversation. They don't even acknowledge me. They speak in Spanish. So it's like
no, because I know as a rider, like I don't like to talk. I don't like that. I don't want to talk to niggas. Like it's almost never been a time when I wanted to talk to a nigga. So the fact that niggas talk to me so freely actually kind of blows my mind because I found
that LA Uber drivers want to talk to me every motherfucking time.
No, right? I don't.
What do you do? What are you in town?
What do you do is sick?
I'm like, oh my god,
I hate that shit.
Nah, but I could tell like when niggas start trying to chat me up and niggas be like, "Oh, do you do this full time? Have you been driving long today?"
They all too much in your bag.
But it's like, but that's part of the job. So I just chop niggas because it's like that's part of the job. Like if you want to chop, we could chop. Like cool. But like I don't go in.
People need that interaction. I don't know. That's also the New Yorker in me. Like I'm not talking. I want to talk to you.
I'm chilling, and
it's very East Coast because I don't want to talk either. I actually just put headphones in.
Bro, I be having my playlist going. I don't be worried about what niggas is doing.
Can I control the music if I'm in your car though, Jay?
Most likely not.
My nigga, hold on.
And I'm gonna tell you another story that actually happened the other day.
Especially you playing some bullshit.
Ho, my nigga. I'll pay for the car ride. I can't listen to what the fuck I want to listen to.
It's supposed to be about my comfort and my experience.
I don't want to talk to you. I just want to hear some music I like.
Yeah, I hear you, Soul Train. But listen, when I'm driving, you know what I'm saying?
That's racist as fuck.
This is up to my discretion.
This
is up to my discretion. So what happened was somebody hopped in the car yesterday or the day before. Actually, it was Friday. So yeah, Friday I drove to Palos Verdes, which is like an hour away. Mm-hmm. So the nigga, it tells you like if you have a ride that's you're somebody's guest. So it was like it was a Hispanic dude who was somebody's guest, and the nigga was on the phone. Then he started talking to me. Then he got back on the phone, and first the nigga thought I was Hispanic. So the nigga was like, "Oh, you look such and such." I'm like, "What?" Like, nah, bro, I'm black. So now we going back and forth, and I'm like,
"You arguing with a nigga over your nationality?"
Yeah, I'm like, crazy. Come on, bro. Like, so then 10 minutes later, the nigga like, oh, can I play some music? I'm like, I don't really like, because first you a guest, so I already know you don't even control my rating.
You don't control the account.
Yeah, like,
Right.
yeah. So then the nigga tried to pull
They
it
said, like, I ain't gotta give you no service.
yeah,
Right.
like you just along for the ride, my nigga. You a package. You know what I'm saying? Like you just in this motherfucker. So then the nigga asked me, oh, he wanted to play one song. I'm like, I don't know. Then he pulls up his phone and shows me another song. It's a 6ix9ine song. And I'm like, hell nah. And he was like, oh, because he a snitch, And I'm like, bro, I just don't want to listen to that in my car.
Music is trash.
Right. Like, I just don't want to play that shit in this ride, my nigga. Like, for real. And he was like, all right, cool. All
right.
Cool.
Jason, so, I want to know when women get in,
yeah,
right, and they getting ready to go wherever they're going to the establishment, and they say, "Hey, can you play this?" Do you break your rule?
It's not a rule though. That's what I'm saying.
Of course he does.
It's not a rule. It's depending on my discretion. You feel me? So if it's late night and it's and like 3 girls get in the car and they like, oh, play, blah,
they want
blah.
to turn up, you gonna help, yeah.
They gonna say, put that Drake on. You gonna fight it? If they want to hear, if they want to hear, no, if they want to hear Nokia, you gonna fight it?
You act like I hate Drake, bro.
I ain't say you hate him, like, but you got kicked off the internet for that,
bro. That has no bear. I have no care about what niggas listen to. I'll play a Drake song. Drake is on every 3rd song, nigga, on a random playlist. So it is what it is, dog. Like, imagine the nigga just canceling nigga whole shit because he lost a battle. Like, I don't care. Feel me?
Nigga say, I don't care.
I don't care, nigga. Take my ball and go home, nigga.
4.5 minutes to talk about Shannon Sharpe.
All right, so good segue.
Oh yeah,
right
shit.
Here. All right, so first of all, consensual. How do we feel about a 55-year-old man messing with someone under 21?
Ooh, ask me.
Go ahead.
All right, this is a layered answer. First of all, it's gross. But secondly, I mean, it's clearly a transactional relationship because that 19-year-old does not like you at all. That's
right.
1. But 2, in this case, there's no way that's your first 19-year-old. This is clearly habitual. Nobody just one day at 55 picks up a 19-year-old in the fucking Equinox. Why are you picking up 19-year-olds in Equinox, Jim, when you work for the Mouse and you have a really successful podcast and you have all of this to lose? What are you thinking about? But secondly, in terms of consent, this is not the first or second or third time that Shannon been caught up with some accusations and some bullshit. And I'm just saying, if one stranger comes up to you on the street and say, I did some shit, you might be like, nah, not Naima. But if like multiple people come up to you on the street and say, I did the same shit, I probably did it. That's all I'm saying. This is a pattern. So
the timing of quote unquote said $100 million contract and Busby, who's been.
That's the problem. I don't trust Tony Busby far as I can throw him, but that might just be her being young and stupid and not
getting a real person that's
just getting a name.
Yeah.
Like we used to be Gloria Allred, and now it's Tony Busby. And also Tony Busby, before he was making his name with the puff cases, the athlete shit used to be his bag.
Yeah. Right. And I hate the fact that Shannon came on and tried to compare himself to Jay-Z's situation. Like, nigga, stand in your own box. You know what I'm saying?
Like, shut up. Like,
what about the screenshot? What about the screenshot was crazy. PR message?
Like he didn't even type it. He didn't even take the time to type it. Bro just took a screenshot.
I need everybody to keep this in mind. When you get accused of some bullshit and lawyers are involved, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Like, just shut up. Like, don't make a statement. Don't release no fucking iPhone notes. Don't release no fucking screenshots. Don't fucking do a Comic Sans font. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Definitely don't give out the OnlyFans of your accuser, like leading everybody to bullying or whatever.
Not helping. None of this is helping. Shut up. Especially if you got a contract with the Mouse. Shut up. Just shut up.
Shut up. That is
I know
he
was already on the thinnest of ice after that fucking IG Live leak. They was probably already like
right.
Dude,
nigga, you should be tiptoeing around that motherfucker. Like, I don't understand it, but you know,
because I'm also just like, let's take the age, let's take the grossness of the age and the assault allegation out of it. Why do I know this much about Shannon Sharp's where his dick is
going? Right, his freak boldness.
Well, I think he's still trying to. I think he's still trying
niggas need to say ass inside, nigga.
I still think that he's trying to you know what I'm saying? I think he's still trying to like get that allegation off him, right? Not the other allegation.
Oh, the other allegation.
The other allegation, right? The fact that he even in allegations is still crazy.
Yeah.
But like Gigi said over here, man, the wise words of Black Trey, tap in with your real uncle. Leave these internet uncles alone. You know what I mean? Because the internet unks, man, they out here freaky, man. They just got bread. You know what I mean? They doing different things.
Is 55 years old, just got like Shannon Sharp had money. He just got real money for the first time. Let's be clear. He just got real money for the first time. This nigga out here wearing clothes that's too tight, chasing women that's too young. He is not the person to give you advice. He's not.
And the worst part is he got advice from some of the realest motherfuckers in the game.
I told him.
Cat Williams and Monique. So you got a man and a woman.
I ain't gonna lie, Cat ain't missed. I still don't know how.
Making too much sense. And Monique told this nigga straight up, get you.
She said, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. She told him.
Right.
And she told him. And somebody just said, isn't it the second or third type situation while at major network? Yes, he's had to leave other gigs because of similar shit. Like, clearly, problem might be with you, Shannon.
Right. ESPN don't give a damn. They got rid of Paul Pierce for having strippers at the party.
And he ain't even do nothing wrong, bro. He was celebrating his divorce.
My boy on case number 7.
My divorce.
Yeah, I don't know, B. This is why though, like, you know, black men under 50 talking about what grown ass black women do whilst being out there moving crazy is an epidemic, and I'm gonna need everybody to chill. Like, yeah, I don't know. And Ocho ain't that much better than Shannon, but he a little better than Shannon. But Shannon and Ocho together is menacing. Like, what do y'all even be doing? Like,
right, they be rehashing the clips now. Some of the old clips, but them niggas sound so
wild.
Crazy.
They sound wild because it's like,
yeah,
like you a senior citizen, damn near, B. Chill out. Like, come on. I'm wearing an extra medium.
Niggas want to be living
in the movie. He really can see Sinners for like $4 off for real.
It's funny because they got Belichick on the same shit. Belichick just did a CBS interview with his 20-year-old.
Oh, Bill Belichick was like,
it's Juju, you are a fool, bro.
And my thing is, even if there are people who say, well, she was 19, she was getting at him for the money. Of course she was. And at 55, he's getting at the 19-year-old because she.
Well, he already said it. He said, I ain't trying to date my age, I'm trying to date my wage.
That's nice.
And you know what? This is what comes with that. Congratulations.
Dating your wage is crazy.
Congratulations, you played.
Why would you say that?
Dating your wage and you picking her up in Equinox. Like, dude, hire somebody to facilitate the shit. Do something. Act like you got some sense. Like, just that's my other. Okay, so not the Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant also be out here wilding, but I saw Jamal Bryant at the summit I was at.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a pastor from Baltimore. Well, he was from Baltimore. Now he's at the King
Target.
Huh?
The Target. He's the one that told us to stop going to Target.
Was one of the leaders of the Target strike, and he used to be married to a Real Housewife and whatever. But anyway, if you were to see a clip of him, you would know who he is. But he used to date Tweet, and he used to be fucking members of the congregation, whatever. But he's newly married, so now he's like reformed or whatever. But he was talking about black men who aren't showing a certain amount of discipline and who actually don't like women and don't know how to have a relationship with women that's not sexual. And so they end up with Shannon Sharp syndrome. And I do believe that Shannon probably also needs to go talk to the lady, because I feel like whatever he's dealing with is deeper than just I'm on some freak shit. Like, it's something going on there. I feel for him, but like at some point it becomes a matter of just being careless with your success, because again, you work for the fucking mouse. Like,
but niggas do this all the time, and I think it has to deal with something with like power dynamics, because I looked at the Deshaun Watson situation similarly of like, dog, you could, I mean, I'm gonna speak like way out of bounds here, but it's like, nigga, you could pay a bitch.
It's cool. It's the last episode, bro.
Like you could pay a few bitches actually. Like, you could go to different countries, nigga. You like, if you really
pay professionals who know how to.
You feel me? Like I'm just saying in terms of dollars and cents, my nigga. Like, you could pay
NDAs for you to sign and the whole shit. Like
10 racks a week, 10 racks a month. You get them an apartment. You could do the whole 9, dog, and still and again,
I ain't got no ism, man.
I'm just saying,
you have no P, bro. Like, what?
Right. Date your ways, like, do that shit. Like, bruh, in a way that's gonna protect your shit.
Don't let no hoe text you 25,000 a cheek, like, what the fuck is you on?
25,000 a cheek is crazy, yo.
Nigga, delete her number, bitch, bro. Like, this nigga talking about, I want you to put one on big black baby. Bitch, get off my phone.
Big black baby. And can you imagine?
But he was feeling that. He was feeling that.
And that turned your ass on. There's something wrong with that.
Yeah, nah, he definitely got a kink for sure.
Oh my God, you love that. Like,
we ain't kink shaming, but
I'm not a kink shamer, but I am a race play kink. If your kink is race play, I'm fucking shaming. I don't give a shit. Absolutely fucking.
I think that's fair.
If you a giant black man from the fucking country sounded like Shannon Sharp, I know you got her calling you all kinds of fucking jigaboo Sambo. No, I'm shaming that shit.
She used a lot of hard R's. You feel me?
100%.
Like, come on, bro. Yeah, that's the fucked up part. Is like, niggas ain't even protecting their own bag, and it's funny because you doing it under the guise of that. Like, I don't want to get married because I don't want to give half of my shit to a woman who I'm gonna split up with and blah blah blah. Well, guess who you about to pay $50 million to, nigga?
So
she gonna get 50?
So you gonna pay the chili for BDSM?
Stupid.
Bruh.
Big goofy ass nigga.
Disgusting.
Hey, also offering 10 mil without being guilty is crazy. But it's still not.
10 million is objectively a lot of money. No matter who, that's a lot of fucking.
But a civil,
right.
I don't know how to turn that down.
Come back to football for 10 million this year.
You did
said what?
Aaron Rodgers said he'll come back to football for 10 million. Like, bro, you paying salaries.
Not only did you do some shit, you did some really, really bad shit that you don't want to come out.
Right.
You don't want nobody to find out.
Niggas say, I know they're gonna put a sex tape out, but tell them to put the whole thing out. Nigga,
don't know why I want to see your freaky ass, man.
They probably don't even put it out. Now they is.
The fact that you offered to 10.
He wants the sex tape to come out.
And now
because he's trying to kill another allegation.
And now there's been 2 more allegations. One from
the ex
off and off for a decade, who said they had an argument.
And Michelle, man,
sexually assaulted her after the argument. And then the chick who was on the audio that got leaked.
Right. Also, stop making these films, man.
Nobody want to see that shit. Shannon.
Hey, no. I'm telling you, it's 2025. Stop making them films. It ain't working. It ain't working how you think it's working.
But also nothing safe. So
no, but it ain't working how he thought it was gonna work.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
He's trying to sell like some
That's my Michelle. Niggas, he was selling stimulants, but he also was selling That's My Michelle merch.
See what I'm saying? This nigga's freaked out, bro.
Right.
He
and tried to cap.
We'll tell him that was a good idea.
And tried to cap like that was an accident. Like, bro, nobody ever believed that was an accident, my nigga. We all know. Like, this is more proof.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, what?
No goddamn accident. You can't just slip and go live.
Yeah, man. I'm just saying, like.
Bro, you know how many checkpoints and permissions you gotta push to go live, nigga? You ain't pushing all that.
That's how freaked out this nigga is. He hit every one of them buttons. Think about what he really did, y'all.
You don't do that by accident.
That nigga went in his phone and hit every one of them buttons, and then got his ass on whatever surface he was on and scooted that shit closer. That's a freaky ass nigga, y'all.
That nigga Michelle probably that shit probably all was staged, yo.
I'm sure.
That probably wasn't even no real action, dog.
Bro, 100%. It was all for the. He had to let niggas know that
see what measures you go, man, to try to prove your sexuality, man. It's crazy out here, man.
At 50.
Like you getting the chili, you ain't gotta explain nothing to nobody.
Right.
Just live your life.
That's how you know niggas be goofed out, bro.
Not my internet,
Right, nigga ain't never had no women. They gonna finally goof themselves out whenever they find they can, bro. Prime example, goof man.
It's bad. It's a man like shit. This is a late life crisis at this point.
Right.
Yeah,
with them knees
past the midpoint.
He said with them knees.
A few miles back.
Statistically.
Well, at that note, we're gonna put the audio to bed, man. We gave y'all 2 hours and 9 minutes. It's the longest run we had in a long time. Naima, thank you for hanging out with us.
Of course. I would have been remiss to miss this opportunity. So Jerv, thank you for hitting me and throwing up the bat signal so I could jump on right quick.
Yeah, so again, man, it's the final sign off of Bomm. Catch us in LA for the last live show at Soho House, West Hollywood on Thursday, and the LA live show at Slick Studios with Baron Davis on Saturday. The tickets are still open to buy. Hit me up, hit Jason up, hit Jerv up. Look at JuJu, the champion. I do feel like the fellas will be coming back to you guys in a month. So don't go away. Don't unfollow. Don't unsubscribe. Just look alive. Pay attention to anything that's coming out that way, man. But dude, Bomm forever. We love y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us 9 good years. And till the next time, stay black, motherfucker.